pew, pew, pew. Pew,
Oh,
pew,
thank
pew.
God. Oh, I was fading quick there.
We came out hot. We came out hot in that one. What's happening though? Happy Gravy Day, everybody. It's Pass the Gravy, episode 405. Alex, Pat, and Bobby back at it again. This is a very special episode. It's the final episode of mock draft season this year. So we're going to wrap that up and mock draft of Fish. We got some awesome merch we're going to tell you guys about in the PTG store, passthegraveymerch.com. Talk a little draft. Huh? You stoked? The wait is over. The wait is over. It is draft time.
I love draft day so much.
We're talking about drafting and who we're going to boo this year, who we're not going to boo this year. I don't know. Who knows where it's going to go. Robert's a big NFL draft guy. We're going to go to him for our NFL draft analysis. Pretty stoked about that. The Oscars. Robert also is going to be our Oscars pundit. He's going to weigh in on that. Then we're gonna talk about not cools. We're gonna have some pretty good not cools, and then another great crop of answers questions, which I think last week's crop was probably one of the best answers questions groupings we had in the history of this podcast. But I think it could be equaled this week. So without further ado, I just wanted to talk to you guys about like Facebook ads. Like, you know, like when you like look at stuff and then for the next like the rest of your life until you buy that thing, it just pops up over and over and over again. And you're like, hey man, like I looked up shovels one time. Like I wanted to see if that was a brand of shovel. I heard, like, I don't know, like you'll have like a reference from a TV show. So you'll go Google something from a TV show and it's like, oh, you must mean this. And then Facebook's like, hey dude, you still want those shovels? Like, I didn't want the shovel in the first place. Didn't want the shovel in the first place. I don't know why. But, so I've been working on some Pass the Gravy shirts, and I've been getting these shirt ads since I was on that. I feel like it's like if you have your Facebook open and then you also have another tab that you're doing shit on it, Facebook just steals whatever that is. So also this is going to be very interesting. I hope that everybody listening to this is going to get an ad like for this shirt that I'm about to explain. So I saw these shirts started popping up, and sometimes they're just super weird shirts. And one of them was a seahorse. It had a picture of a seahorse on it, and it said seahorses against gender roles. And I was like, wait, what? Like seahorses standing against gender roles. Okay.
Do you still not understand it? Because you put on here, you didn't get it. Do you get it now?
I didn't. I have. It's taken over 24 hours for me to get it. But like, I got it today. I've already bought the shirt. But I was like, wait.
No. Do you understand what it means? That's what I mean by do you get it?
Yes, because the male seahorse has the baby.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like I don't know. I don't know if it changes genders or whatever. But I was like, okay, like this is a weird thing for like equality, like seahorses. Like I wonder if anybody's in my dumb brain, I was like, do you think anybody was like, well, if seahorses are for gender equality, then hell, I'm in. I wasn't in on gender equality until seahorses said that they were. And then like my brain started going like, you think there's like a group of seahorses somewhere that started selling shirts? Because if that's the case, I'm absolutely buying this shirt. So needless to say, I've purchased the shirt. I did spend like $30 on a shirt that says seahorses against gender roles. So like, you know, who cares? I'm all for equality here. You guys know that about me. Big equality guy. And I stand with seahorses. I float with seahorses, whatever the correct terminology is.
I think there's about 5% of the population that didn't understand that shirt right away, and you're in that 5%.
I thought that it was like, because they were like political type leaning shirts.
I get that.
By the way, the shirts, so it can ruin your Facebook ads. These shirts were on everpress.com. Seahorse gender roles. Seahorse gender roles, everpress.com. I wonder if anybody's going to get any ads for said shirt. If you do, you have to buy the shirt. That's the new rule. Buy the shirt that we're going to tell you to buy later.
Let's just make a seahorse shirt now too for us. Like seahorses tell the men to get back in the kitchen.
Seahorses
Hashtag equality
forever.
No, I just want to. I want to rip off their idea, but do like a shittier version of it.
Just like flip the seahorse around.
Seahorses.
I'll draw the seahorses.
Elected Hillary. Hashtag equality.
I don't know about that because they didn't elect Hillary.
But they would have.
Seahorses would have elected Hillary.
Very liberal seahorses are. Yeah.
They are extremely, probably the most liberal, like, sea life out there, I would guess.
Yeah.
Top 5 for sure.
Yeah. And the latest polls that are leading.
I mean, manatees, believe it or not, manatees are really liberal. A lot of people don't know that. They're all about body positivity, though. And I mean, I get that. After getting called a sea cow over and over again, you know, it's gotta wear you down to a certain point. But
stops now.
Seahorses are against gender roles, and it's just I'm glad that one, that I understand what the shirt means, because I purchased it already. But I was like, I'm gonna buy it just because I'd like to think that somewhere, like, there's a group of seahorses around their little, like, sea computer that are like, yeah, we sold one. We're gonna change this world if we can just sell a couple shirts.
God damn, you're an idiot.
It was also like an eco-friendly shirt. Like, it claims that it's eco-friendly. I don't fucking know what that means. Does it mean it's made with like a burlap sack? Why are they more expensive if they're eco-friendly?
Because it's made out of hemp.
But shouldn't it be like cheaper if it's made with like recycled shittier stuff?
No, because it's probably made out of stuff that's like biodegradable. And that shit's the material's more expensive to get and process, I guess. I don't know. Just burn it all down. That's what I say.
It's more earth friendly of a shirt. Like, am I gonna like throw the shirt out just in the ground, and it's like, well, that became part of the soil? Like, does that happen a lot?
Yeah, definitely. You can line your flower beds with it, and it's good for the soil.
That's what I'll do. Maybe I'll make a garden with it. But yeah,
you could put the shirt on a potted plant.
Dude, did you ever watch the drinking out of cups video, Robert? Do you have any idea what that is?
I have no idea.
Me either.
You don't know what drinking out of cups is?
I mean, I know what drinking out of cups is. I do it regularly.
Okay, pull it up on your phone right now, because I don't think we can get flagged for that. But it was a dude. I believe he was tripping balls on acid, and he was in his closet with his phone, and it was just him rambling about absolutely nothing. He's like, "Whose chair is that? Not my chair, not my chair, not my problem. Not my chair, not my problem." And he had this accent, and then at the very end, he's like, "Seahorses forever." And it was just like,
all I'm seeing is like a lizard.
It's a lizard. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, okay.
No, turn it on. So I want Robert to hear a little bit of it.
Okay. This is 2 minutes and 45 seconds. We're probably gonna get hit by an ad.
I think he's an Indian. What is he, a goddamn asshole? What the fuck is he doing? Not ever. No way. Now he's Johnny Hammersticks. I run away like he's freaking Tommy Noble. The hell is he doing?
So as it's going on, I don't get like flagged 100% for copyright.
I'm gonna fast forward. I want to hear the seahorses part. You said it's at the very end.
And towels and little bags. I love them. Seahorses forever.
It's called Drinking Out of Cups. It was like it was. I think it was just audio, and then somebody put like that lizard cartoon or animation thing just with it, and it just made it even better. But I remember watching that like a million times. For some reason, thought it was the funniest thing ever. It's still pretty funny, but every time I hear seahorses, I'm like, "Seahorses forever."
So this is the seahorse episode of Pass the Gravy.
Yeah, the seahorses forever for sure, though.
Everything's
but
gonna
yeah,
be about
I hope all of you
seahorses.
guys have that seahorse ad, the seahorse T-shirt ad, and if so, you have to buy the shirt because you care about not having gender roles. All right, guys. Another thing I wanted to talk about was somebody was talking about room temperature. Is there I need an exact definition of room temperature, because room temperature could be very different depending on which room you're in.
I would say it's probably between 75 and let's see. Hey, what temperature do you think room temperature is?
Room temperature?
Yeah, what temperature would you think the sitting temperature is?
I mean, it just depends.
Just take a fucking guess, Cassie.
We need an answer.
Your room is at.
But the basic.
Oh my God!
Like the
respect
baseline.
the exercise.
Or like cooking or something. Like
Just respect the exercise. Oh, she said that's a stupid answer. That's way low. That's dumb. My sister's dumb.
What'd she say?
70 degrees. It's too low.
Way too low. That's
I was
sleeping.
gonna say between
that's
75 and
sleeping
80.
temperature.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
I was gonna say
69 to
72.
70. I would have said 70.
72.
I would have said 75.
Yeah.
75 is a fair guess.
Just the average room, because it's not just air conditioned rooms. Because like in the winter, room
75,
temperature in my house is like 46 degrees.
That's true.
So I don't turn on the heat.
That's the game I like to play. Like, how late into the winter can I go without hitting the on button on the heat?
I used heat twice this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
I'm counting the freeze as one. Like the whole time of the freeze, that counts as one. Because that was ridiculous.
Technically, you didn't use heat during the freeze.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you couldn't.
I'm saying like
Shout out
back on,
ERCOT, you fuck faces.
Yeah, fucking bastards. I like how I asked my sister's opinion and then just yelled at her.
No, I mean, hey, that's content right there. That's content right there. But just I don't know. Somebody said like, oh, that's got to be a room temperature. Like, well, like what is room temperature though, bro? I get like they probably mean like however hot or cold it is in this room at this very exact moment. But like there has to be a definitive temperature, and I feel like 75 is.
I like 75.
Safe. That's a safe one to go. And speaking of rooms, bounce houses. I heard somebody talking about taking their daughter to a bounce house birthday party over the weekend. And like, is there any bounce house that does not have an open floor concept? Like,
I want to create this so bad
there's
now.
No rooms. Like, but like, let's make a bounce. Like, why are there no bounce houses with rooms? Like an entire house where they're like, this is the master bathroom, this is the master bedroom, this is the guest bedroom, this is our it's a half bath over here. It's just a half bath. And then there's stairs that are almost impossible to climb because you're bouncing everywhere. Then there's a whole second story. Like I want a not open floor plan concept bounce house. I don't think it's that much to ask for.
I want
think outside the box.
A bounce house. What's it? Haunted house. So like people jump out and scare you, and then I also want to do an obstacle course bounce house. So like you're running through it, and then but it's like mixed with American Gladiators and MXC. So like as you try and run by, somebody will just jump out of like a doorway and fucking just level you. But since you're in a bounce house, you just get knocked into the wall and you bounce around and it slows you down. I'm
cool with that.
Yeah, I think both of those are money ideas.
I just I would want to live in a bounce house. You make it out of sturdy stuff that's not going to get popped. Because
see, it's fun
some
for a
asshole could
while,
just pop your house.
But like when you're drunk and trying to make it to the bathroom, that's not going to be fun. When you're just trying to poop and it just keeps like bouncing while you're sitting there, actually that might help.
That may help. I was going to say you could shake everything out.
Yeah, but still, after a while, you're just going to get tired of bouncing everywhere, man.
I would love to see like an HGTV show. Like we're running out of ideas anyways. Like how many times can Chip and Joanna like bust down a house and be like shiplap, we're putting shiplap there. Old wood. We're going to use this wood that was under the carpet. We're going to refurbish it. You're going to love it. Like they had Treehouse Masters was a show, I think. I don't know if that's HGTV or something else where the guy just made sick ass tree houses. What about like bounce house renovation? And it's just like me, Pat, and Robert walking around like, ooh. Yeah, it's got good bones. It's got good bones.
In this room, we're gonna go just floor bouncy.
This is gonna be
the
mostly
next
floor.
room. Everything, walls, ceiling, it's all bouncy.
Right, but like people are just, like that would be hilarious to just have us like we take people to like 2 or 3 different bounce houses to try and sell them on ours. Like, and this one you're really gonna love. It's in the shape of a castle. It's in the shape of a castle. And look, it's got a little drawbridge, huh? Kids are going to love that one, right? It's great for entertaining. You're going to love this space right here. And if you see right here through the netting, you can see out into the ocean.
And we took out the wall between the kitchen and the dining room, so it has a little bit more of an open floor plan.
No, we don't want open floor plans. We want more closed floor plans. There's too many open floor plans. That's the whole problem of the bounce house industry.
I know that was the...
No, I get you. I'm just saying.
We'll leave a pole in the middle though, so that when you're bouncing around, you can like shatter your fucking femur or shoulder.
We would need like to have that show, like, and I really feel like bounce house renovation would be a fucking solid show for us. We just walk around, we're drinking a couple of beers, but what we would have to have is like some like mean British lady that just walks around like acting all smug and how like telling us how bad our ideas are. Because there's that one on HGTV where it's like it's the guy and the girl, and the British lady is just the worst. But like, she would just have to like shoot down every idea we had. That's a dreadful idea. That's gonna look terrible. That's gonna look terrible. Like, no. Shut up, Claudia. What do you know? Her name wouldn't be Claudia.
I've got another idea now.
Something British.
Bounce house confessionals. So we just put a bounce house outside of a bar, and when people come out at closing time, we interview them and get them to kind of like taxi cab confessions.
Yep.
Except, they're not going anywhere. We're just like, hey, you get to be in a bounce house, but you got to answer all of our questions. We get drunk people to admit shit. I'm totally like, my boyfriend left earlier, and I'm gonna cheat on him with Brad tonight.
Ooh, that would be juicy stuff. I feel like
And then
we're gonna
Brad
make a
comes in
TV show
there.
centered around bounce houses at some point.
Brad goes in afterwards, is like, yeah, her boyfriend thinks she's cheating on him, so he paid me $20 to try and prove it. Like, whoa, this episode got spicy.
Wow.
I mean, think about it. If there was a bounce house outside of the bar when you left, you'd hit it.
Right. If you charge somebody $5 to bounce around in the bounce house, boom. If you could sell rooms, a bounce house hotel, dude, that's a money-making idea right there.
Has there been bounce house porn?
I'm sure. If you can think of it, there's definitely been a porn about it.
What's that, Rule 26 or something?
Yeah, if you think about it, it's been done. Or
Yeah,
searched or
there's been
something.
porn made of it. Yeah.
But let's bring bounce houses back. We need to make them let's improve bounce houses. That's going to be my goal for the rest of 2020. I'm going to figure out how to get back at the big bounce house industry. And we're going to take it back. All right. Make bounce houses for the people.
Yeah.
Multiple rooms. Make it fun. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had today. I'm guessing this is the Precome segment. So there we go.
Yeah. I'm sure this is just a flawed personality that I have. But why is it so much fun to piss off other people? It's one of my
to make people mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I did it to my friend the other day because he didn't come out on Friday to watch the fights because he had a cough. And he was like, well, I'm just being safe with you guys. And we're like, all right, well, you just didn't want to come and now you're fucking lying. So I went for like a full day of just calling him out in the group chat and being an asshole to him. And got him to admit that he didn't even get tested. He's like, I've been tested before. It's just pointless at this point. I'm like, but I'm sure you went to that pool party that next day though, right? And so basically I was being a shitty friend. I was just being a dick to my friend. But
sounds like
I don't feel
that's our Pat.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about it because it was really fun for me and I enjoyed it. Why is it so much fun? And then today, of course, and I don't normally get into trolling on Twitter.
Dude, it's the best.
I'm very good at not posting a comment, but today I just couldn't help myself. I don't remember what the thing was, but somebody in the comments was like, capitalism is the worst. And I just couldn't help myself. And I was like, this is going to be fun for me today. So I just commented, you should try communism, and then waited. And of course, I get there's always somebody talking shit about communism, capitalism, blah, blah. And all I've done is responded with different triggered memes to all these people all day long.
Those are fun. That's fun.
And it's been a lot of fun. Because, oh, look, this guy thinks he's so funny. And I just hit him with another triggered meme. And he's like, oh, is your podcast as unfunny as your jokes? And then another triggered meme. Oh, of course, a Boston sports fan from Texas would be like this. And I was like, I don't even mention Boston in my Twitter profile. How did you know that?
I do love that, though. Like when somebody tries to go at you on Twitter and the only information they have on you is what's in your bio. And
actually, I should go back and
Cal Ripken wasn't even that good of a baseball player. I'm like, I'm not Cal Ripken. I'm the Cal Ripken of crawfish. You don't understand what that is, you fucking idiot. But I do like, oh yeah, well, a Yankees fan would say that. I'm like, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I'm glad that you got that out of the 3 sentences I provided in my bio.
I don't even mention Boston though. But honestly, I got to respond to this guy. But seriously, you should check out the podcast. It's a lot of fun.
There you go. Get a little plug in for the brand. I do like that. That is my favorite thing about trolling, though, is when somebody gets so worked up about something that all you gotta do is just one little the triggered meme, and then it's they're doing so much work where all you're doing is sending a meme, and it's man, I'm really getting this guy worked up. And they're spending a lot of their time probably fretting over this and trying to think of the next phrase that they can say to own me. and
Oh, yeah.
they're looking through they're combing through your tweets, combing through your bio, trying to find like what their next own is going to be. And you're like, and triggered meme, done.
Yeah. Especially
Took me
when they
5
go, you
seconds of
think
work. It took you all day.
you think your triggered meme bothers me? I'm like, well, you're responding.
You
So
keep responding to it. So.
here's another one.
Guys, if you just stop responding to the trolls, they quit.
The best one is
Or
just
mute 'em. They don't.
yeah, that's
they
what
don't
I
even
mean.
know.
I stopped after they stopped responding. I stopped responding, so it's fun.
Right.
I love the Leo from Wolf of Wall Street one though. I think that's my current favorite triggered meme when he's just.
That's a good one.
It's so good because it does have a very mocking tone to it as well. So it's very fun.
That's a
to
good one.
use.
And then the lady from the Trump inauguration, the like in the neon vest, is just.
I actually didn't use that one yet.
That's
It's a
always
little played
good one.
out. I like.
It is
I like
definitely
the one of
overplayed.
the woman screaming in her car. That's a current favorite right now as well. Too.
That's a good one too. Robert, any favorite memes? They're just people being upset. They're gifs, I would assume.
No, I don't think so. I don't even know which
Wow.
one you're talking about. The woman upset? I'll have
From
to look
the
into
Trump
it.
inauguration.
I
When
don't
she just
think I've seen that one.
No,
Oh, you've seen it.
You've seen it. Everybody on the
Everybody's
planet
seen
has seen it. It was the funniest fucking thing ever.
I'll have to look it
Yeah,
up.
dude. What have you been doing? Living under
She
a bounce house your whole
was-
life?
Triggered.
Trampoline.
Trampolines would be there's always open concept trampolines as well too. We need to. That's the next industry we're going to tackle.
It's the even more open concept.
It really is. It really is.
I would say they're kind of closed-minded in their concepts. They're closed-minded in their openness.
Yeah, they're probably the most closed-minded, open people that there are.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Moving on. Let's get on to the Comeback Kids segment where we shoehorn whatever the fuck we want that's happened in the last week into it. Here's our intro.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Our first comeback kid this week, it's not just a great one. It's Darling Like a Marlin, because the Darling Like a Marlin shirts are finally available. I feel like we've talked about it for like 2 years, something like that. And now you can actually buy the shirt. I feel like I really wanted to feel out whether or not it was going to sell, because I know that Matthew Jaramillo would buy a Frankie Ocho shirt. I know Frankie Ocho would just steal one. Like Frankie Ocho's like, I don't pay for shirts, especially a shirt with my own name on it. I'm just gonna get a shirt, all right? Now, if you're gonna have any problems with that, we're gonna make you disappear.
It fell off a truck. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, I got a great price for it. Got a great price. I know a guy. But like one person would buy the Frankie Ocho shirt. The Darling Like a Marlin thing, I felt like people were asking about it, and then like we got a beer named after it too. So then like that's obviously perfect time to make a shirt for it. We released the shirts. They're available now at passthegravymerch.com. I checked right before we started recording this. 12 people have already purchased the shirts, so shout out to you guys for already purchasing shirts. And share us your purchase receipt or whatever. You can cross out the little order number, and we'll give you a retweet. We'll give you a shout out on the next podcast. Raimundo Benavides, Marlene, I don't remember your last name right now. Kenya, I want to say, got one. Brandon is getting one. Todd Voss got one. Pat got one. I definitely ordered.
I'm gonna look so
a
sexy.
couple. But yes, to the I guess 10 other people besides me and Pat, they got them. Thank you. And Darling Like a Marlin, guys, they are fucking sick looking. They are fucking sick looking, are they not? They're pretty great. We got tanks. We got ladies tees, which are $1 off because we combat the wage gap because we're great guys. And then the unisex. We don't even just have men tees. They're unisex tees for all genders. Go get them.
It's so goddamn beautiful. I'm pumped. Like I was thinking about it today because I got the tank top, because summer's coming up. I'm gonna be on the lake. Need a good tank. And I was like, damn it, I gotta start doing push-ups or something for the arms. Gotta make the arms pop in that shirt, because they will pop in that shirt.
Gotta get the glamour muscles ready to go. Just get like a dumbbell. Just get one and just alternate arms.
I have them. I gotta start using them again. I'm gonna be like Mac from It's Always Sunny. Just the glamour muscles. That's it.
Exactly. Like that's all that people care about.
Just arms and shoulders. That's all I do.
Yeah, dude.
That's literally all I do when I use these things, which has been becoming less and less.
think it's gonna work out. But yeah, Darling Like a Marlin t-shirts, tanks, ladies tees, all available now. Pass the Gravy merch.com. And while we're on it, we do have our Darling Like a Marlin beer release, the Blackberry Sour from Southern Star Brewing Company. Pass the Gravy's Darling Like a Marlin Blackberry Sour is the official name of it. It's fucking sick. I still haven't been able to release the can yet, like the imaging on it. But just
It's
if you
so sick, guys.
I would say if you want to get an idea of it, look at the shirt and
Yeah.
pretend it's a can, but sicker, like even sicker.
Yeah.
Got some other stuff that's not on the shirt.
I'm
but
not
like,
gonna lie. When I saw that can design, I chubbed up pretty hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty great. And it's like they're like few people have shown it to him, like, hey, don't tell anybody, but like check this out. And they're like, whoa, dude, sick beer can. My
Check
only
it
problem
out.
is like now I don't know how much of them I'm going to be able to drink because like one, I'm going to want 1,000 pallets of them just to have. So like, this is my beer. This is our beer. This is our beer. They made this beer for us. And then like, do I want to like crack one of those bad boys open? Because I'm definitely gonna have like a display one, but then it's like, what?
Is this our first tattoo?
Ooh.
Pass the Gravy's Blackberry down like a Marlin.
Just get
Bro.
Robert, you have to do it though. You have to get a tattoo. Get some ink, bro.
Bro. Like I was gonna say, like I definitely gonna have to tell them like I need a label. Like just give me one of the labels because I gotta like frame that or do something with it.
Yeah.
Like-
well, we're gonna get cans. They're canning it. So like we can just have a can to like
But I'm saying I also want like a label
Have on
because I want to
display.
like flatten it out, like stick it on the
Put it
wall
behind
back
me,
here.
yeah.
It's gonna be
I'm just like,
sick.
can I just go and hang out while y'all are canning it and then just maybe take a bunch of stuff?
Yeah.
Like, let's not make a big deal about it. Like, just let me have some of it. I would also, if I may, put in a request to Keith, who I believe is in charge of like the actual like the physical taps, like the designs of the taps, would be really sick if it was just like a literal marlin. I
Yeah.
don't think like a real marlin. If you could just rip off the sword of a swordfish that's obviously already dead, then just use that like it's like a sharp swordfish's sword, which I believe is the same thing as a marlin. But
I was actually kind of thinking of a slightly curved, kind of like the one that exactly is on the T-shirt. I think
just
that
make
would
it
be
a
a great
giant
tap.
marlin, honestly, as like you have to pull the marlin down to like pour that out of the tap. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. May 29th, that's a Saturday, going down Southern Star Brewing Company. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Then they have their words, not mine, midget wrestling. It's the official term of it. That is like the company.
I believe
that does it.
it's a company name. Yeah.
It is midget wrestling. They will have that in the tap room after. I think we're doing a live podcast. It'll be like a mini podcast. Like it's gonna be kind of me and Pat hanging out. I want to talk to Dave about the beer a little bit. We'll do like a little mini not cool and answers segment, but like it's not gonna be like a full length podcast or anything like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So a little wet the beak, but you know, maybe we'll just see how many beers we can drink during a like 30-minute podcast.
I like that idea. I'm a big fan of that idea.
Let's try that. But Darling Like a Marlin, guys, passgrademerch.com, get your shirts. And if you order now while we're recording this, it's April 28th. If you order like the 28th, 29th, 30th, I would say through the weekend, you'll probably like that. If you order it within the next 3 days from the 28th, you're definitely gonna get it by the 29th for the like within a month. I'm just making sure. Sometimes the people that we use for our shirts are a little slow getting it out of there, but if you order this weekend, I would guess you're gonna get it in time for the Darling Like a Marlin release, and it'd be really cool if a bunch of you guys showed up wearing those. That would look really sick. But yeah, Darling Like a Marlin, and shout out to Southern Star Brewing Company, May 29th. So passgrademerch.com, get those t-shirts, tanks, or ladies tees, and let us know when you get them. We wanna share that you guys are supporting the pod. Our next comeback kid this week, vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all done?
I'm fully vaccinated.
How you feeling? Feeling a
Good.
little
I
sick?
mean, I'm just happy
tired?
that I finally got my. I mean, not from COVID. It's just all the childhood vaccines. I finally got those done. So I decided I want to be. No, just kidding. Yeah, I got I got it done yesterday, and yeah, no zombie brain or anything like that. So I mean, I'm basically invincible, is what I've taken away from this. So many people have complained that the second dose, got headaches and they felt like crap that day or the next day. No, man, I had my normal I drank too much feeling today because I drank too much last night. I kept telling myself I was going to go to sleep at like 12, and then I was like, oh, it'll be 1. Then it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've pounded down like 10, 12 shots of bourbon. I don't remember what it fucking was. And I was like, all right, now I need to go to sleep because this is not good.
I think you texted me at like 3:30 this morning.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, Alex might actually be awake to see this.
Yeah, I got out of the shower. I was like, ooh, Pat texted me.
Yeah, and then I basically immediately passed out after I said that.
Yeah, you did not respond right away.
No.
After I responded, but
yeah, actually, I wonder if I still have the if you can still see the outline of the Band-Aid.
Is it sore on the injection site?
Not really, but look, you can still see the Band-Aid outline because I didn't shower last night or this morning. Yeah.
That's good for it.
Yeah. So yeah, all vaccinated. So fuck your mask. I'm never wearing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still gonna wear my mask.
Well,
now.
You don't have to if you're fully vaccinated, as the CDC said.
Outside, but like going into businesses and stuff, it's just, hey, I'm not an asshole. They say you have to wear a mask to enter. I'll wear a fucking mask. Oh, good. Actually, no, I'm gonna save that for not cool though.
I'm still sticking with my idea that I'm just gonna get 2 first vaccines. You get the Pfizer first one and the Moderna first one. I can probably do those the same day if I really look at a couple places. Knock it all out at once.
You might be able to.
That's probably the same thing.
I saw a thing today now that 1/3 of all adults in Texas have been vaccinated. I assume that has to be like maybe not leading the country, but like up there, like top 10 states, probably top 5. Like that's a lot of people to get vaccinated as 1/3 of Texas.
That's true.
It's pretty dope. I'm proud of us, Texas.
Way to go, guys. Way to go, guys.
Just get the damn vaccine, guys.
Anyways, moving on. That is like we got more hot vaccine takes. Robert, your thoughts on vaccines? Go.
Get them.
Okay,
you should get them.
All right. Robert Barbosa says it here. You heard it first.
We'll have to quote that and put it on a title card. Robert Barbosa on vaccines. Get them.
Yeah.
Poignant.
Probably some medical website will probably cover that. Our next comeback kid is Elon Musk. The Musk man is back because he is hosting Saturday Night Live. Is it this weekend or next weekend? It's this weekend.
Well, we'll see if it happens. Because apparently
this is Wednesday now. It'd be really tough to find like another host that would. I feel like he's already got to be doing practice. He's already going to be working with them right now.
You just find another comedian because you saw that cast members, a couple of them came out and said they were uncomfortable working with the 3rd richest man in the world because of just inequality and pay differences. And like, shut up. You work for Saturday Night Live. If you're uncomfortable with it, write a fucking skit making fun of him. That's kind of what you're supposed to do on SNL. But
they also had Donald Trump host SNL before too. So
yeah,
if you're going to be on a moral high ground, you should have been then.
Like, but also you're comedians. This is what you're supposed to do, especially on SNL. It's a big part of SNL.
You can make him make fun of himself.
Yeah, like
just roast Dogecoin.
And Elon will do it because
make fun of eating rich people.
He makes fun of himself all the time. But to actually come out and like write letters and be like, we're uncomfortable with this because there's just too much of a pay discrepancy in the world, and there's poor people and there's rich people. Like it does. Why would there be both?
And this guy started a company and made money. How dare this guy?
Oh no! Don't tell people that because he could only do it because his parents were rich. They gave him money to start. We're like, yeah,
he made money on the back of his employees. Yeah, that's how people make money, dude. I don't know.
He wouldn't have any money if his workers didn't do the work. Like, yeah, that's how.
True. That's very true.
That's how things get done. I mean, fuck. AT&T wouldn't sell a single phone if they didn't have someone to build them. Like, what the fuck are you trying to say? It's just like, I mean, I never watch. Occasionally, like if I'm at my parents, my mom likes to record it. I'll watch it sometimes, or if I see there's a musical guest that I like. A lot
of the people on the cast, like I know a lot of people have been shitting on it with this whole thing coming out. Where they're like, "This SNL hasn't been funny," and it's like, I don't think SNL hasn't been funny. I think SNL is funny. I do think that SNL does tend to get I'm kind of glad Trump's out of office just because of like SNL alone, honestly, where it was like, all right, dude, you did a 12-minute cold open and it was just Alec Baldwin doing his Trump impression. Like it's funny, but like it gets old after a while. And it's like, all right, All right, we already did this joke.
4
All
skits
right.
during the episode
Weekend
every
update.
week.
The
Also,
12th Trump joke. Cool, guys. Is that what we did in the writers' room this week?
I think that's what it is, because there are still I don't want to say a bunch. I know there's a couple. I'm not super familiar with the cast anymore, but there are people on there that are really funny. I think what it is their writing has gone to shit.
Kate McKinnon is fucking fantastic. I love Kate.
Yeah, I don't know how like they've
She's
gotten her to
probably
stay
the best
on.
one on there. She's Kate McKinnon.
Her and
The
Keenan.
best cast member.
Keenan's fucking gold.
Keenan's just underappreciated. Where like he's gonna be gone one day, and we're gonna be like, man, remember how great Keenan was? That he could just fill in any role that you'd write for him, and he was awesome. And then there's never gonna be anything for Keenan that's better than What's Up With That. Whereas him and Jason Sudeikis just ooh wee, what's up with that?
I don't know. His Black Jeopardy is fucking.
Black Jeopardy's right there too.
So
Yeah.
good, dude.
But I guess like SNL had already had Jeopardy, so it was like.
But that's why that was fun.
His spin on it was pretty great.
I mean, everything.
It was pretty great.
Like I said, they do still have really funny skits, but it's just I think the writing has just gone downhill for him.
Pete Davidson's him and Chris Reds, they're like their little like music videos they make. Those are always pretty funny. Like, I like a lot of the people there. It's just like I don't know, like just fucking work with him, man. Like it's 1 week. It's not like you have to live with Elon Musk.
I mean, yeah, it's your job.
And just
I mean,
the whole week, just like get Elon Musk to pay for shit. It's like, hey, we all ordered Nobu around the writers' table.
Hey, Elon, it's tradition that the host
You
buys
want
lunch
me
all week.
to- Yeah, just like fake reach for your wallet. And he'll be like, oh, I've got it. I got it. We're good.
Hey, Elon, my car's not running so well. Why don't you just go ahead and give me one of those Teslas?
Can I have a Tesla? Can I have some?
Yeah.
Give me a Tesla. A little bit of that Tesla stock. I don't know. Like just bitching about it's gonna make him not want to like be cool with you guys. I don't understand it, but
Give me a Dogecoin.
I just
now.
don't get the whole like having to work with somebody that you don't like. People have to work with people they don't agree with every day.
Every day
Like,
of my
that's
life.
what coworkers are. A lot of times they're people you don't agree with sometimes. And like
If you like
just-
all of your coworkers,
you're not
I
like,
hate
how
you.
are we doing this? I can't be with this person.
Actually,
your
that's
coworkers.
that's a rule. If you like all of your coworkers, I guarantee most of them don't like you. Because if you're the person that's that positive and happy all the time, you're annoying the shit out of everybody like me in the world, and there's more of us than you think. I'll be happy and nice
I know
to
some
you in
people that
person.
are always positive and happy, and it's like this Dana
Yeah,
Tyson. She works down the hall for me at Sunny 99.1. She is the sweetest, nicest, most upbeat, positive, 100% of the time person ever. And like you'd think it would get annoying, but it's like, you're right, Dana. Today is a great day.
There's 3 kinds of people like that. There's people like
she
her
just
that are
wins
just
you over with her
that,
happiness.
that you
I'm in.
just they're working their dream job. They're just happy in life. They're just generally nice, happy people. Then there's also Mormons are just like that. They're very nice people. And then there's former druggies
Because
that
they
have
can
gotten
marry
really
like
into
17
Jesus.
people.
Yeah, you would think that would make you fucking pissy all the time. You got to deal with that many. But then the third one, and this is the one that I have to deal with in the service industry, is former druggies that are super into religion now. So they're always very positive and happy, and it annoys the fucking shit out of me. Because then also once a month they don't show up to work because they're
And
still
then-
druggies.
Oh, and you always think the worst. Like,
Oh no, I know now.
Did they get back on it?
Oh no, we know.
They get the itch again?
Yeah. But yeah, those are the most annoying kind of people. They're just super happy all the time. You're like, God damn it! Like, I thought meth was supposed to fuck you up. Why are you so cheery? Get out of here.
Because you're not on meth anymore. And your life's probably a
At
lot
the
better when you're not
moment.
on it.
How did we
Yeah.
get here? What were we talking
Elon
about?
Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. He does drugs. And by drugs, I mean he did marijuana on Joe Rogan's podcast. We all saw it there. Yeah. So
Made
he's
the-
big drug guy, Elon Musk.
I would love to work with Elon. He seems like a fun guy.
He does.
Like he is self-deprecating in his humor. He likes to just troll people on Twitter. He shit talks. He seems like a fun guy.
I would just like explain Doge to me and let me borrow some money so I can buy into it.
Explain Doge to me while giving me $1 million Dogecoin.
And a Tesla.
Yes,
And didn't he invent PayPal too?
I believe so. Yeah. Or like he
And
was like a
some-
very
you can
early
PayPal me
investor.
some money too. PayPal me some Dogecoin.
Yeah, but like if you give me Doge, I'll switch to PayPal. I don't use it.
Yeah. See you later, Venmo and Cash App. I'll be a PayPal exclusive guy again.
I used to have PayPal, and then for like it just locked me out of my account, and I fucking gave up. I was like, nope, not doing this anymore.
Not worth it.
You had one strike. I go on the one strike rule.
It's not a great method, but okay.
Works
You
for
do
me.
you, King. Go off, King. So Elon Musk is back. Another thing that's back is the Oscars. The Oscars were on this weekend. The Nomadlands was a movie that was available for an Oscars selection. You could watch. I don't know if it won. I
haven't heard of-
I think
I haven't heard of any
Nomadland
winners.
Is the name of it, and I think it won. I do know that I did put some money on Chadwick Boseman to win the Best Actor category because, like, 4 weeks ago, I saw on a Reddit post that was like, he's a shoo-in, no way he loses, and I got it at like, I think it was like it was about a minus 1,000, and I was like, well, I mean, with those odds, like, it's gonna pay out, right? And then Chadwick Boseman did not win Best Actor. Anthony Hopkins did, and now it's racist according to Twitter. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it. Emma had it on for a little bit. I was playing video games. Like, I do like though that it's like, who cares? Oscars, who cares? And it's like, I mean, some people care. Like, obviously, people tuned into it. Not as many.
I mean,
people
without
as I
Ricky
thought I would've
Gervais,
liked, but like,
without Ricky Gervais, there's no point to
well,
it.
Ricky Gervais, that's problematic.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I know about that won was My Octopus Teacher for best documentary. And that's only
Sold. That one,
because
I think that one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only one that I've heard about the winner. I not only have I not heard who won any category. Actually, no, that's not true. I had heard about Anthony Hopkins. I don't know any of the movies that won. I don't think I would know any of the movies even that were nominated because no movies came out this year. So I'm guessing it was all just art house bullshit. It's just who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch. I'm pretty sure I didn't watch like any of the Best Picture nominees. So it's like I don't really have I'm not really the guy to speak out and be like, oh, these movies sucked because I didn't see them. I didn't even read the Wikipedia synopsis, which I usually do. That's my version of watching the movies. I'll read this Wikipedia synopsis right around Oscar season. It just kind of snuck up on me this weekend, and I was like, yeah, I personally don't really care, but like I just love that people like to just bash it. It's like you guys bashing it, it's making it trend because you're talking about how you don't care so much that it is now a trending thing about how little you care. So it actually shows that you do care because it's trending.
Yeah, like the only things I saw were trending. Like there was the one dude that he went viral because his acceptance speech, he was like, yeah, my mom met my dad and they fucked and now I'm here. And he trended for that. And then there was some other guy that showed up, found out it was a dry arena or whatever, so they weren't selling alcohol. So he just said fuck it and left. I'm like, I respect that guy. He's like, fuck
That's
this, I'm
kinda
not
tight.
staying. He got invited to the Oscars, goes to the Oscars, finds out there's no booze, and goes, well, I'm not, if I can't drink, I can't make it through this.
Why
fucking
was it
thing.
a dry event?
It's probably one of those things, like the same reason as airplanes are not serving booze now. They just don't want like people taking off their masks and shit, I guess. Who fucking knows, dude? It's LA. LA.
Sure.
LA knows what they're doing.
Californians.
He found out there was no booze. He went down Santa Monica Boulevard, got on the 405, and got out of there.
Exactly.
Oh, classic SNL.
Yeah, see that SNL was fine then. They probably have been cool with Elon being there. But yeah, Oscars are back. Just a lot of movies I didn't know about were talked about, and it's like, yeah, good for you guys if you like movies. If you enjoyed it, have fun with that. But everybody was telling everybody else how much they didn't care about it. What I do care about that is back also this week is Slam Ball. I fucking love Slam Ball. Pat, you know Slam Ball. Robert, do you know Slam Ball though?
I do not know Slam Ball.
Gosh.
You've explained it to me, but I still don't get it.
Just picture basketball, but like the last quarter of the floor around each basket is trampolines instead of floor. It's trampolines. So like you would just be running down with the ball, you jump on the trampoline, and then you just go dunk city. It's dunk city all day. You could get some sick alley oops. It was probably super unsafe because they wore helmets, and I'm sure there were a lot of concussions. But like, I remember as a kid, like just losing my shit watching slam ball. It was like the NBA is nothing compared to slam ball to me. In my mind, like, the NBA should have to play slam ball. They should have a slam ball like half of every single game. Like you should just be like, all right. Like maybe like each team gets like 2 minutes of slam ball. And like they hit a button and your timer starts, and then the floors just move open, and then the trampolines for those 2 minutes, and you can just dunk all over anybody.
No, what would be great
We need
is
to
if they
incorporate
put
it into the NBA.
just inside of the free throw line for like, I don't know, 5 feet. You put a trampoline, but you're only allowed to use the trampoline if you're under like 5'9". So like every team would have like 2 dudes that were under 5'9" just to throw sick alley oops to off the trampoline.
See, I thought slam ball was the game where you're all in a circle and there's like a trampoline in the middle.
No,
thought
that's
that was slam
like pickleball or something.
A pickleball is like tennis, but with like smaller.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what
Rackets.
Because
pickleball
I
is.
looked up slam ball and that's what pops up for me.
Maybe that's what. No, slam ball was
Slam ball.
the greatest
was
television program of
fucking
all time when it
sick.
aired. I mean,
I
it
would
was
argue
fucking
it's
dude.
up
The
there.
dunk contests. Oh,
Right? Like that, like you get so much air. It was the coolest thing ever. And the fact that they're not still doing it is really
they do.
frustrating to me. Do they?
it's like you can still find like current videos of this happening, but it's like, I don't know. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Is slam
But
ball
yeah,
a
so I
thing
saw you put this
still?
on here, and you said there was a video that went viral of it again. I didn't see it at all.
No, it was like Monday morning. I just saw like slam ball was trending, and it was because somebody like maybe it was Monday or Sunday. Somebody like it was a Gen Z age type person was like, "What is this?" And like they didn't know, either they didn't know what it was, or there was one of those like troll posts where they're just trying to get a ton of interaction, and it worked because we're like, "You know what slam ball is?" And it was like, believe me, the people that knew what slam ball was, including myself, were like, "What the fuck? How do you not know about slam ball?" And then I watched like an hour of slam ball YouTube clips because
Yeah, I'm watching one right now, and just
it's so sick.
like, and you know what's
How do you
almost better than
transition
the
into
dunks?
defense on a fucking trampoline? How?
When somebody would get like a 6 stuff though and block it, you're just like, dude, that was ridiculous. Oh, and I forgot it was full contact too. So you can
Yeah,
just
bro.
jack
How can it
people up.
not be?
Oh, god damn it! I miss slam ball, and just the vicious dunks in people's. God damn it! God
The
damn it!
NBA needs to incorporate slam ball into it more. Like, I get that people still watch the NBA, whatever, but like, let's make basketball more fun. Slam ball, bro.
Bro, here's the thing: LeBron would be even better. Like, imagine if he could
Oh
just.
no! Can you
full-on
imagine
shoulder
LeBron
people.
when he gets fouled in slam ball? He's like, "Oh, what? He tried to murder me!"
See,
It's like, yeah, it's slam ball, dude.
Here's the thing: there's like one foul in slam ball. I don't even remember what it is, but like you can
Murder.
basically do whatever you want. Imagine LeBron trucking somebody, or LeBron, the air that he would get off of a trampoline. He'd be 30 feet in the air,
Dude, can you imagine Giannis?
bro.
Giannis would be a monster.
Dude, Carl
He'd probably
Anthony
touch
Towns.
the sky.
Like the era of the center would come back.
Yeah, because all you do is be like, all right, and throw it to him. Or alley oops were so sick. Like, just you'd be in the middle of the court, just all right, go. Good, because he's already 12 feet up in the air. It was literally like NBA Jam. Like you could jump as high as NBA Jam, where you go to the other side of the court, you jump up, you hit the A button or whatever button it is pass on NBA Jam, and just fucking over and over and over again. I'm telling you, I've watched so many highlights of just slam ball this week. It needs to be a thing all the time. It needs to be on prime time. There need to be fantasy leagues. I should be able to gamble on slam ball. Like we need to make it a fucking thing.
ESPN needs to have slam
Like,
ball.
do
Like
it.
every year when they do the Ocho,
It should be
there
all
needs to be a
slam ball.
slam ball tournament. God damn it.
Robert, did you get any videos of it yet? Have you come across any of this yet?
No, he was
Uh,
just ignoring us for the last 3
I
minutes.
think he was, but
No,
I
like
feel
I said, I saw a little bit of it.
I feel like I'd win you over if you watched a lot of highlights with it though. Like you'd be like, "You're right, Alex. This is pretty sweet."
I don't
No,
know.
he only has room in his life for one sport, and it's baseball. He can't process anything else.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
any sport should add trampolines. Just add trampolines to insert whatever sport, and it's a better sport. Hockey, I would love to see some trampolines in hockey. I don't know how
Bro.
it's going to work out, but it'd be chaos, and I'm here for it.
Bro, the entire warning track in baseball is a trampoline.
Dude,
Robbing homers that are like 15
robbing homers,
rows
but
deep.
also you got to navigate it because you're running so fast. You got to have your balance under you. Like it's just an element of danger.
If you like, you got to
That
play
and also
right through,
quicksand would be a really interesting way to go about it too.
like a layer of quicksand and then a layer of
You got to make it past the quicksand.
yeah
then
to get
be
to the
able hop
trampoline.
over, yeah. Maybe
But
you
it-
can
but
hop
if you
over it so get a
land-
better jump on the trampoline.
If you land over the fence, it's a home run. So you got to land back in play,
Right.
but also not in the quicksand. Oh man, I think we just revolutionized the game. Oh, put little trampolines on the bats so people are hitting like 6,000-foot home runs.
Dude, I why wouldn't you want to do that? That's great. I put trampolines in the outfield, like I past like where the home run is, and if the ball bounces back, it doesn't count.
Oh, like basically those little pitching things that you just throw into and you didn't have anyone to throw with.
Yeah, but like if it hits that, like like at Minute Maid they have the Chick-fil-A foul pole. Like if it hits that, you all get Chick-fil-A. It's like just sporadically, like there's a part on the foul pole that it's just got a trampoline. If it hits the trampoline, nope, doesn't count. It's a ground double, or they can catch it and you're out, or some shit like that. Like just we need to add more random rules. Like if they're trying to get weird with baseball anyways. I saw a minor league is just going to home run derbies, which is actually not the worst idea. Like that's kind of cool if you have a home run hitter on your team. If you don't, then like yeah, I get
What for like extra innings?
Yeah, instead of like extra innings, they're like, and you pick a guy, We're having ourselves a little mini home run derby. Whoever hits
That's
the
dumb.
most dingers wins. But like also,
I don't
like
like
that's
that.
kind of like I think a lot of people felt that way. Like a lot of hockey purists felt that way when they switched to the shootout rule in the NHL. They're like, no, you should be able to have ties. It's like, no, the shootout's fucking sick. I love watching the shootouts. I hate when my
No,
team's
this-
playing in a shootout, but
this
it's
is
fucking,
America.
It improves.
We
it.
don't have ties in America.
Right. So like you should be able to do that. But then like I don't want like I don't honestly the runner on second rule has grown on me in baseball.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I hate the idea of it. But you're right. You're like, yeah, you're right. Like now most extra inning games don't go past like the 12th inning.
I mean, most didn't anyway.
Nah, like you'd always have like a 16, 17 inning game, and like that's not gonna be a thing.
Occasionally, and that's baseball. Sometimes that shit happens. It was beautiful and perfect the way it was. What
Baseball
if
can change?
it can? I hate
It could definitely change. More trampolines. Have a place where if it hits the ball hits,
Yes.
it's not a home run. Just do that.
turn
Add
the
things like
turn
that.
the bases into trampolines.
Have like the game jackpot like you used to play with the football. They just have like a circle somewhere that's really really far away in like center field or whatever. Like past and if you hit a home run there and it hits that, it's like 5 runs.
You know, like in racing games, there's always like speed boosts. We got to incorporate that technology onto bases. So like there's speed boosts on the bases, but like somehow you got to make sure you control yourself so you don't start running into the outfield or into the dugout. You need to find.
Ooh, what if in center field, if right behind the wall in center field, you put like one of those big, that game where you drop something down into it and it's got all the pegs and it like bounces around and at the bottom it's got slots that say like different things. So do that in center field. If it lands in there, you might get like 5 extra runs for that home run. You might also, it could fall on an out.
I don't hate that.
That's
Like that, just
I like that.
craziness.
I think another thing that would just bring baseball, like make it more fun is just take after hockey. Just let them fight. Let them fight. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? They're adults. Let them fight.
I'm tired of
You can't
baseball
sue anybody.
fights.
Like make that the rule. Like yeah, where it's just like no, we're all gonna clear benches. Just hold me back, bro. Hold me back.
They just
Em and I-
tackle and wrestle. No, like knock
and
him
I
the
were eating
fuck
the
out.
other night, and I was watching. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was like whoever Winnipeg was playing, and they like somebody got thrown out of the face off. But before that, 2 guys had already thrown their gloves down, and it was funny because they made them like put their gloves back up, and they were like, "Nope, you kicked the guy out of the face off circle." But these 2 look like they're about to go. And then they correctly they put the other guy in the center. He took the face off. The second that they dropped the puck, they just threw the gloves back down again. Like, no, we're fighting. Let's fucking go. And I was like, this is cool. This is cool. The refs just kind of hang back when somebody goes down. They break it up. Just let them fight, dude. Who cares? Who cares? They're adults. Adults should be able to fight. I'm here for fights.
I'm losing his name, Robert. Who was it for the Reds that tried to fight the entire Pirates team like 2 years
Was
ago?
it Yasiel Puig?
Or was it Cespedes?
Oh, Cespedes.
I
seems like
can't
he might have been
remember. I'm gonna look it up.
I feel like it was one of them. I remember it was a gigantic Cuban guy.
Is Cespedes still on the Mets?
Is Cespedes still in the league?
What do you
I don't
Where'd
even
he
know.
go?
Like, I don't know. He finds a new team every year, and then they realize he's a dickhead and they don't want him anymore.
He was exactly like what Puig was. Remember, that was the same Reds team that they just wore like the sleeveless jerseys.
Yeah,
That was
And
kind of cool.
he was
It's weird,
supposed to
but it's
be
cool.
as good as Puig was, and then he just kept being a dickhead and getting in trouble everywhere he went.
Amir Garrett. Haven't heard that name in a while.
Almost.
It was
the same guy.
Oh, it was Amir Garrett. That's right. God damn, that was a great moment when it was literally that picture was great when he
The picture was
runs
great.
and gets pushed around the pile. So it's literally him, the entire Pirates team, and then the rest of his team is starting to get on the field, but they're on the other side of the Pirates, and he's just swinging at everything. Man, that was a great fight. Or as far as baseball fights go, anyway, it really wasn't much of a fight.
Just let them fight. And like baseball will be more entertaining.
Yeah, as long as they drop the bat, let them fight.
Or they
No
both
weapons.
get bats.
No weapons. No weapons, just fists.
But they have to keep helmets on.
I mean, think about it. What's one of the most iconic moments in baseball history? Nolan Ryan putting the guy in a headlock and punched him in the face.
That was pretty sick.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. And then, okay, just like I know that it's a different sport, but softball, like there was some softball on the other day, and just I can't take anybody serious with the fucking face mask they have.
Yeah.
I get it for safety, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to take a softball to the face either, but like, you're wearing a helmet when you're pitching. What are you doing? It's like that's part of the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. I'm not on board with it.
And it was like a celebrity softball thing too. So I was like, I kind of get that, but like I know like in collegiate softball, they still make all the pitchers do that. And it's just like it's like one of those like lacrosse face masks too, sometimes where it's like just like around your mouth. It's like a fake Bane mask almost.
Do it like a catcher. Like as soon as you release, just flip your mask off.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just prove how badass you are.
I don't need this. I don't need this face.
I've got
shield thing.
lady balls.
Our final comeback kid of the week is the NFL draft. It is
Let's go.
draft week. We are recording this on Wednesday. The draft first round of it starts on Thursday.
We're about 26,
sorry.
27 hours away.
Sorry, Texans fans, you don't have a first round pick, but maybe you do, depending on when you're listening to this. Maybe they trade back up. I don't fucking know. Bill O'Brien can't trade it away anymore. That's good.
Maybe they
You
were
got Jack
able to
Easterby
trade
though,
Deshaun
so-
for a first round pick in the next 24 hours. Who knows? Who
Do
knows?
what if they're just like, who wants Deshaun? We'll literally just give us a first round pick at some way.
We
like,
will
somehow.
take a 7th and a bag of popcorn.
Would you trade Jordan Love for Deshaun Watson and like just like give up the
No.
29th pick?
No, because Aaron's going to play for 4 more years.
Yeah, but then you'd have Deshaun Watson too.
Yeah, but also
You can run
maybe
with a
we
2
won't.
QB system.
Depending on how this trial goes, maybe we won't.
Hey, guilty or innocent until proven guilty. So
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said depending on how it goes. He may be innocent. He may be going to jail for like 20 years.
That's possible too.
Who
Lots
fucking
of
knows?
possibilities. Robert, do you think he did it? Your turn. I like putting Robert on the spot.
I think there is a lot of evidence against him.
That's a yes.
He'll have a hard time
Who-
proving his innocence.
I see what he did. He said hard. Was it DNA evidence that they have, Robert?
There you go. There you go. So since Robert had jury duty,
Do
and
you
I know
think they're going to jerk him around at trial?
since Robert had jury, or he was supposed to have jury duty a couple weeks ago, and then I know our buddy Zach was on our jury. I feel like, what if we just start like, we'll start each podcast off where we just go through like arrests made or like lawsuits or court cases coming up, and we just quickly give our thoughts on them, like just like 1 or 2 words. So then if we ever get called into jury duty, we're like, actually on my podcast, I've already kind of weighed in on this, and I feel like it would be unfair because I'm already coming in this with a predetermined idea. And they're like, you're right. Like, and like, here's the audio. You're right. He did say this case. So we're just like, this week, so-and-so versus so-and-so. Yeah, I think he did it. So-and-so versus so-and-so. Like, nah, I had to quit. Like, it's just like, that's all we have to say. We have to really educate ourselves on anything, but it's like, I've already kind of made a decision. If you want to listen to my podcast, you'll know.
I mean, we'd have to be pretty on top of it, but
They'd have to dismiss you, though.
I've heard worse ideas. And I don't want to sit in jury duty. So, yeah, let's do it.
I'm just saying, those are just try to think outside the box here. But yeah, the NFL draft's back though. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do for it. We did like last year, we were in the middle of fucking pandemic, and it was like the draft was like the point where everybody's like, I just want to hang out with people. I don't want to be stuck in my house. So we did like a 2-day draft party where we just did like a Zoom hangout.
Kind of became a shit show.
And yeah, I mean, we stopped kind of talking draft after a certain point, but that was my whole thing. It's like,
Is that the one where you fell asleep?
no, that was UFC.
Oh, that was UFC. Okay.
It was UFC. I didn't fall asleep on camera. I fell asleep off camera, luckily.
Yeah. But we did get pretty drunk on our draft
drunk.
stream.
We got very drunk and then just had like 12 people on it at one point. I mean, it was a shit show, but it was fun. And it was also like, we didn't even make it through the whole first round because it takes for fucking ever. And I was like, all right, well, we don't really care anymore, right? Like the Packers already picked, the Giants already picked. I don't think the Texans had to pick
Alex
then.
needed
Like,
to go to bed because he had work in the morning.
I was like, guys, I'm just done. I don't want to do this anymore. And you're like, they have like 3 more picks. I was like, I don't care who they take. I don't care. I mean, I don't know. So maybe we've been tossing around some ideas. I know Mike with Claire Big Blue Podcast would like to be involved in any of them we do because you know, we do cover the Giants, so that would be fun to just at least hit the Giants with him. But maybe like if you're not a big draft person, maybe we stream some Warzone, and then we can like kind of like chill in between games of Warzone and kind of monitor what's going on, and then we'll play some Warzone, and then, you know, like I don't fucking care about these teams drafting. We'll go on, and then if there's any crazy stuff, we'll discuss that.
Yeah, we're workshopping it. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know.
We'll have an
in
idea.
time.
We'll have an idea. We'll tweet it out. It's just make sure you're following us at Pass Your Pod. Follow us on Facebook, Pass Your Podcast. Make sure it's like whatever it is, heart. Subscribe to us.
Follow the Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram at Pass Your Pod, Twitch Pass Your Pod, pretty much everywhere Pass Your Pod or Pass Your Podcast. Go follow us on every possible way you can follow us, and we'll do something for draft probably. We'll do something for draft. But like I'm at the point, honestly, where like Giants Twitter has gotten pretty nuts. They're just arguing over like, well, there'd be idiots to take this and idiots to take that. I'm like, you know what? I don't even fucking care who we draft. We're not in the market for a quarterback. We got the GOAT, the future GOAT, Danny Jones. Danny Jones right there. You know, Dimes over here. Viva la Dimes. Fucking got some great shirts at merch.cbbpod.com if you want to go support Daniel Jones. But like, we already got our quarterback of the future. We don't really need to do anything. And with the Giants, it's like both of the Alabama receivers they could take. I don't fucking know, but like, I'm all aboard my team just taking somebody that's going to put up a bunch of stats. Like that's who I hope the Giants draft. Somebody that fucks shit up for the other team.
Somebody who's going to run up the yak yards.
Yak yards would be great. Although they have Kenny Galladay. I don't know if the Giants need. I don't know if the Giants need another receiver. Like I'd be cool. Like because I was saying this last night on Claire Big Blue podcast. I was like, people are saying, "Oh, we don't need another offensive lineman." I was like, "Are you going to tell me like, oh no, our quarterback is too protected?"
Where are you guys drafting?
11.
Now you guys are in the spot. You could trade up and go after Pitts.
Who I would like. I love Pitts. I really, really, really like Micah Parsons too. And I like Patrick Surtain from Alabama.
Surtain's not going to be there. He's not making
I don't think he, no,
the Cowboys.
No, fuck you. I don't want the Cowboys again. Somebody else should trade up.
You better trade to 9.
I don't want. I mean, we already have cornerbacks, but it's like I that was my whole thinking too. It's like, oh no, we have too many guys that you can't pass on. Like, what?
Here's
What's the problem with having all of the cornerbacks?
Broncos are either 8 or 9. They just today traded for Bridgewater. So now they've got Locke and Bridgewater. I don't think they're drafting a quarterback.
Maybe
They're at that spot. They could very well go after Surtain and just snag him right before the Cowboys, which I would love. Because then Jerry Jones is going to freak out and do some Jerry Jones shit.
Because
and
if
probably
Patrick
draft another
Surtain goes
receiver.
to anybody else besides the team in the NFC East, I'm like, man, great get. If he goes to the Cowboys or the Eagles or the
You're like,
Washington
fuck you and
football
your
teams,
career.
I'll be like, he's a bust. He's never going to pan out. Like, that's 100% the spin I'm ready to have on this take. I like Micah Parsons, the linebacker out of Penn State. I think he would be fucking sick with Blake Martinez and the Giants. So I think he'd be awesome. I think that the Giants could also have some options. If the Giants had Kyle Pitts though, and then got rid of Evan Ingram, like, you mean Daniel Jones would have would it be a quarterback tight end combination where the tight end didn't just give away the ball every single time? I'm all for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you draft Pitts, then it's definitely Ingram's last year if you don't trade him at that point.
Evan Ingram's on his last year of his contract anyway. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely his last year then. But I mean, if he could just catch the ball, you have those two tight ends that are that sick athletically.
Well, he can't catch the ball. That's his problem.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if he could catch the ball, which is big.
And when he does catch it, he enjoys fumbling it after he catches it, which is also just like, hey man, those are the two things you need to not do. Two big problems in the position that you are playing.
That fucking guy, he can't.
The Texans are gonna. Oh wait, they're not gonna.
I don't know who loves Jesus the most. That's who the Texans will take.
Yeah. Do you think they're just going to try and draft Tebow? I was like, he's not available.
They'll like draft Jack Easterby's like nephew. He like wasn't even
like, who?
declared for the draft. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's working to become a minister. We're drafting him to be the team minister.
Yeah, tight dude. They draft Joel Osteen. What? Out of Lakewood Church, Joel Osteen.
I mean, that organization does seem to love pieces of shit, so there's a good chance that could happen.
It's just like a weird draft where it feels like there's gonna be a shit ton of quarterbacks. Like, it feels like the Giants picking at 11 is really like the Giants picking at like 5, because they're saying that there could be 5 or 6 quarterbacks going in the first round. I don't know if that's going to be the truth or not, but like
there could be 5 in the first 5 picks.
Like, do I look at mock drafts every single day? Yes. Am I over mock drafts? Yes. Like, I'm over every time I turn on my TV and Mel Kiper and Todd McShay are like, well, I don't know. He could be going 3rd overall. I think that the 49ers, maybe it's Mac Jones, maybe it's Trey Lance. I don't know. Like, I'm done with it. Just like, let's fucking see who goes anywhere.
Oh, no, I'm excited.
It's really the most pointless sporting event that you can watch if you think about it. Because it's like, I could just wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, who'd we get?
It's great TV, though. You know what it is? It's for people like me that want to get to know all the rookies before drafting them in fantasy football. So like when you're in your draft and like you see names pop up and you're like, oh, you know what? This guy did have a good year last year at Minnesota. You know, he's got quick hips. He's got slippery hips.
Oily hips.
It's just shit that I heard on draft night, and I have no fucking idea because I've never seen him play other than the highlights of him during draft night.
He's
like,
a real dump truck, and I'm like, that sounds
him in this
good.
Him in this situation, in that scheme, he could have a breakout year at slot receiver. You're like, tight, and then you draft him late, and then he gets hurt in week 2, and you're like, fuck this.
Right, or he like doesn't play until like week 7, and he's just like
McShay
sparingly used. Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
I'm excited though. When we're done here, McShay and Kiper both are putting out their final mock drafts today, and I can't wait to read for the 9 month in a row that Trevor Lawrence is going number 1 overall.
Well,
I'm excited.
He is.
I love how like for the past month it's just been like when they do the write ups, it's always all right. We know this is going to happen. Nothing's changed. Move on to the next pick. Like that's all they write.
It's just they're starting at 2 now.
It's so good.
Second pick is the new first pick, really. But the NFL draft is
they're
back.
even over that one now too. It's all who's going 3rd.
Yeah, who's going to the 49ers? So NFL draft is back, and then next week this is gonna be a comeback kid next week, but it's draft grades, which are also That's my like least favorite thing out of the draft. That's the equivalent of on pace guy in baseball after the first week of the season or the first like 2 days of the season. You're like, he hit 2 home runs in 2 games. That means he's on pace for 162. You're like, you're right, technically. I mean, he won't do that, but okay. If you want to look at this, and then, well, I think that the Raiders really lost this draft. Like none of them has stepped on a field yet in the NFL. Like, so we don't know that at all.
Yeah, but
And how many times
it's
have we had to
football.
look at JJ Watt going where JJ Watt went, getting booed by people, and then by the time he ran that interception back in that playoff game, everybody was like, "He's the best player ever." I'm so glad we got him. Like,
Bro, I
if
saw
you're
a
making
picture.
the decision, just chill.
I saw a picture on Twitter the other day where somebody had gotten like Arizona license plates that said like JJ Watt and like Watt 97 or 99, whatever. And at that moment, I remember I had forgotten that he got traded, and I was really sad for
Didn't
him.
get traded.
Like,
He got just.
I forgot that JJ wasn't in Houston anymore. It made me legitimately sad. I was like, oh man, this sucks. The Texans are going to be so bad this year.
It'll be interesting for sure.
Like this coach, I want to say he'll be fired like going into his 4th year. He won't even make it 4 years, but he could finish like 4-12. Sorry, 4-13 now.
Yeah, I was about to say.
All
17-game schedule.
3 years in a row. Get like 6 wins in his 4th year. And McNair will be like, well, that's improvement. We're going to give him a 5-year extension. Because the McNairs don't ever fire any fucking coach until 4 years after they should have been fired.
Until it's way too late. They've traded away all their draft picks. They've pretty much demolished the team. And then they're like, yeah, okay, we're going to let you go.
It's just. Well, no, this time they just gave him too much power and kept him too long. Like at least Kubiak didn't destroy the team. They just kept him too long and it just wasn't working anymore. And I still love Coobs. Fucking
Yeah.
Bob.
I mean, he did win a Super
piece
Bowl.
of shit. Fucking Bill O'Brien.
But yeah, the NFL draft is back, and I know Robert's probably pretty stoked about it too. Maybe they could make the NFL draft a little bit better if they added slam ball trampolines somewhere. Like instead of walking up onto the stage, you had to slam ball onto the stage.
Ooh, the 10-yard line is a trampoline.
And you have to dunk, or else you can't get the jersey that Roger Goodell's handing you.
Well, no, I just meant in football, make the 10-yard line a trampoline. So can you imagine like
That's
a
the
running
extra
back
point.
going?
That's the extra point. Instead
And
of
there's-
kicking it, you just have to slam dunk it.
Oh no, I want it in mid-game. I want running backs hitting that trampoline and diving in from the 10-yard line. But like,
I dig that.
you have to land in the end zone. Like you can't do that and reach the ball across, like over it and land out of bounds. If you do that, it's a turnover. Like you got to jump and try and make it in. And also the goal line is a trampoline so that defenders can also meet you in midair.
Exactly.
But imagine a receiver like, oh, God damn it. Who's somebody that's always overthrows guys? Receivers would finally have a chance.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco, man. All the times he bombed it over.
Sometimes. He's got a rocket arm.
That's true. I mean, you can't rein in a
Forget
Mustang,
that.
man. He's a wild stallion.
Jared Goff really throws it far.
Yeah, I thought we would have been able to think of someone right away. It didn't really come to us, so that fizzled out. That's my bad, guys.
It is.
Can't all be winners.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, the draft that's back this week, and I guess that concludes Comeback Kid.
No,
The
draft is back, and that means wings are back. And I know some people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Wings are always in season." Yeah, but like for me, football means wings. Like when I'm watching football, I want to sit down and eat wings.
Fair.
I haven't had wings in a couple months now, I would guess. I still get them sporadically, but tomorrow I'm going to my favorite wing place. I can't decide if I'm getting 20 or 50 wings. Probably going to get 20 because I think
you gotta go 50.
I know,
It's a
and then
special
I'll just
day.
be
It's
eating
draft
wings for 2 days. But here's the thing: if I get 20,
no.
if I get 50, I'm gonna eat 30. And 30 wings is too many.
It's
Like-
draft
like-
day, dude. Nothing
like,
counts on draft day.
I'm ashamed of myself for even saying this because I've always been in the camp of just complete gluttony and do what you want. You're a free goddamn American, and there's no such thing as too much. Oh man, I'm 30 now, and I'm gonna be drinking through this whole thing, and I don't want to be hungover and bloated the next day because It sounds like such a fucking preppy thing to say, but that's a lot of goddamn sodium in 30 wings, man. That's a lot of goddamn
sound pretty
fucking
preppy.
salt. But I'll probably get 20, and then who knows? Maybe I'll DoorDash another 20 after that. But I'm getting my spicy garlic wings, and I'm just gonna murder them during the. Oh man, especially if we're playing video games, I'm gonna get my controller all fucked up. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. You gotta play through the pain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if
That's
I
how
wear
you adapt.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm just jacked up because I've been thinking about this all week. I'm like,
Now I want wings
3 more
tomorrow.
days to wings. 2 more days to wings. 1 more day. Wings are tomorrow. Wings are tomorrow. I'm gonna pick them up on my way home from work. And I'm
Got a whole plan.
fucking munch. Oh, dude, I've been planning this down to like the minute. I know exactly what exit to call from when I'm on my way home getting wings. Depending on traffic, I'm gonna check the traffic report on the way. I'm excited.
I'm excited
Football is back.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Even like they're not playing on the field yet, but football is back.
Yeah, and of course,
anytime
once the
football's
draft
back,
is done,
that's good.
that means next week I can start doing mock drafts for fantasy. Really get zoned in.
I guess
the way too early mock drafts. I've never done it, but I'm kind of excited to do it now.
I'll expect
never
an update
this
on
early.
Pass the Gravy, like at Pass the Gravy Pod every single week. You have to like post like what your updated fantasy mock drafts are.
Man, Justin Jefferson's going pretty high, guys.
Wow, guys, like we don't care. Well, I'm sharing it with you anyways. So Wings, also a comeback kid this week.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our What Would Jesus Do segment before we get to the mock draft of Fish in honor of the Darlin' Like a Marlin shirts coming out finally. This week's What Would Jesus Do is, I guess it's just like every week's What Would Jesus Do. Send us a situation that Jesus would find himself in today's time. They always said WWJD. They never told you what he would do. So we're going to just tell you what he would do. This segment's only going to go on until you guys stop suggesting scenarios for him. We were getting down to our last like 2 or 3. I think this segment may just be going by the wayside. Hashtag PTGWWJD at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. That's how you submit your What Would Jesus Do situation. Here we go. This is our intro from our good buddy Jingle Blake Wanderer.
Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right. This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy Gen Z Zach Woodruff at Salsa6800 on Twitter. And he said, what would Jesus think about current influencers / influencer culture since he was, dare I say, the original influencer?
I think Moses would have been the original influencer. Moses is the one that took down the 10 Commandments.
Yeah. To an extent, I don't know. I think Jesus was pretty influential.
Yeah, no, Jesus definitely was
Himself.
an influencer back then, but I think Moses was the original. Just to, shit on the question right away, because that's that's just who I am.
Exactly.
What would he think about current influencers? I don't think he'd be a fan.
I think he would be.
Really?
I don't
Because you're not
think-
supposed to worship false idols.
No, because they get such reach and engagement. He would look up to that. He would like model after that.
False idols?
No, he would model his message after that and like figure out how can I use their techniques to reach more people.
That doesn't mean he'd be a fan of them.
Yeah, I don't know if he would be a fan, dude.
Like
I think
Jesus
he
would
would.
be huge on TikTok, but I
But
guarantee
showing off that
you
ass before marriage? Wow.
he would not collaborate with Sway House.
All right, explain to the people that don't know what Sway House is, what Sway House is.
And I might not even be getting that name right. That's
It's a
one
house
of the
that, like,
houses where all
moves
the
a little bit.
TikTokers.
A lot.
It's not a very well put together
yeah.
house.
Like bad
No,
foundation.
It's
Like,
one
you
of
know,
the
what was
houses
the
where all
second one that they went
TikTokers
to?
live together. All right, I'm out.
Was the big bad wolf went to was it the stick house? It's basically that was what the Sway House was, where it was like he huffed and he puffed and he blew, and then it was like it was wobbling because it wasn't well put together. So as you were saying, Sway House is what?
Where a bunch of assholes live together. and do TikToks together. You know what Jesus would do? He'd open up the J house next to it, and he had him and 12 of his buddies, and they would do TikToks together and spread the word.
I don't know. You
Just
could
call it
argue.
church.
You could argue that there already are sway houses all over.
Yeah,
No,
like
the
on
church.
almost every corner.
Church.
No,
So many.
no, you mean there's J houses all over?
Okay, yeah, their version.
J houses, the new Sway House.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
Yes.
I think he'd be
The
a
original
fan.
Sway House.
He'd be a fan.
It was a J house. Not a
If
jail
Jesus-
house.
If Jesus comes back again, or sorry, maybe for some people, when Jesus comes back again, does that start a new offshoot? Because like he came back, and that's he was born and Christianity started. If he comes back, is there like another new layer
Double Easter.
of like Christianity that happens? If there was
New Old
Judaism,
Testament.
then Christianity.
The
Do we get
newest
like
Testament?
rebirthanity?
New Testament Part 2.
A Guy Ritchie film starring
Dude,
Jason
can you imagine
Statham.
though, like if Jesus like came back now, like you know how they do, like what is it? Good Friday goes into Palm Sunday or goes into Easter Sunday or whatever it is. Well,
Fucking
Good Friday
maybe.
is supposed to be when he died, which is ironic. But then like Good Friday is when he died, and then he rose from the tomb or whatever on Easter. If I'm getting this correct, it's very possible I'm just ruining.
I grew up
some-
Catholic. I should know this, but I never paid attention.
But like it was like that was all like Good Friday, cool. Because in a couple of days it's Easter. It's like, would it be like good 2000 something years? Like it's like, okay, cool, we did this. Now we're gonna wait 2000 years and then we'll celebrate that he came back again because he was gone for so long.
I don't
I'd like
know.
to
That's a
think of
good
just,
question.
like, an Easter 2 would be a pretty great holiday to me.
Easter 2. I like that.
It sounds fun.
I like
want
that a lot. I want Easter 2.
2 celebrations of Easter. You
Oh,
ham,
but like the T in
You get to hang
Easter
out
is
with your
just the number
family.
2. It's
Easter.
stylized as
It's like the Derek Jeter like farewell stuff, like
No,
respect,
no.
but like
No, it's nothing like Jeter.
E2
Yeah.
E2 tur.
Oh, I guess the 2 would probably be the S instead of the T.
Yeah, that's like the Jeter thing. That was my point.
I mean, I think it sounds better if you replace the T with the 2, though. Easter.
Oh, the T's a cross already, bro.
I know, but like, I think it sounds better that way. It looks better if the 2 is an S.
But a marlin, it's you get visited by the marlin rabbit.
Bro, we
instead
are
of a
just
buddy rabbit.
the marketing depointment for Jesus'
Like what?
return.
Yeah, I think we are the go-to for, I guess, the rapture, the post-rapture time. It's Past the Great Podcast, guys. I would argue
Yeah,
Jesus probably
we're-
listens to us the most.
We're definitely still
Think
going to be
about it.
here.
Like if Jesus listens to podcasts, he's got to check out ours because he's like, what do these assholes think I'd be doing?
I think we get it right more than we get it
I
wrong.
think we do too. I think Jesus is pretty cool. Everybody makes him seem out to be like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with he would not like the current influencers.
I think he'd think that
'Cause
they
they
show a little
leave-
too much ass.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. He'd just
He
be
would
like,
have
you know,
his own
not the way I'd
influencer
go
house.
about it. These are my influencer houses where we worship my dad.
I think he would also
We sing
challenge,
songs as well, and we read books or pretend
I
to
think
read
he
books.
I think he would challenge Joel Osteen to a fight at Rough and Rowdy.
Well, no
and
free
kick
ads.
his
We don't do
ass.
free ads. We don't do free ads.
Yeah. He would challenge him to a pay-per-view boxing match. How about that? And he would kick the shit out of Joel Osteen. Or he would tell him, like, I'm just going to come and do a sermon at Lakewood or whatever the fuck it's
Dude,
called.
Joel Osteen would be so
and when he got on
upset
stage,
if
Jesus would just
Jesus
punch
like
him in
wanted
the
to
face.
fight him. It's like that's
I
my
know,
big
but that's the
man,
thing.
bro.
I don't know if I think Jesus would trick him. He would act like he was coming to give a sermon. When they got on stage, Jesus would just punch him square in the eye and just look in the crowd, and be like, "You're all wrong," and just like walk out.
Kanye is the real
Like,
leader
like
here.
fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit. Follow me to the J house. Follow me at
Like
Big
which
J
one?
on
There's so
TikTok.
many.
No, the J house.
The J House.
The
Which
J
would be-
House. Yeah.
I would argue Lakewood would be the J House. Like it's
No.
probably one of the biggest ones.
No, it's a church. No, J House is going to be an actual house for TikTok. Because he's
And
going to lean
worship.
into being an influencer.
I don't know. Could the J House be confused with the Jail House?
That's what I thought initially, but he forgives sinners too. So who cares?
Yeah, I mean, he would
There's
prefer.
usually a lot of churches. There's like a little mini churches in a jailhouse. If you think about it, so
Jesus
there
would
already is a jailhouse
definitely-
inside a jailhouse.
He would perform in jails just like Johnny Cash. 100%.
I'd like to think he'd come back as Johnny Cash.
I think he did come back as Johnny Cash.
Again, he'd come back as Johnny Cash
Yeah.
or Dewey Cox, either or. Because I would argue Dewey Cox is a better movie than Walk Hard. Or no, Walk Hard is a better movie than Walk the Line.
Walk the line. Yeah.
Walk the Line. That's what it was.
I think I'd have to agree with you on that one.
We're from Liverpool. As a Beatles.
I mean, anything with Paul Rudd, I'm a fan of.
Yeah,
Even though he's
pretty
in there for
much.
like 3 minutes, but
Still, my
Yeah.
favorite 3 minutes of the whole thing. But yeah, I think Jesus would be. I think it'd be like he wouldn't be like proud of what they're doing, but like I think he respects that like they're keeping the hustle going. You know, Jesus respects hard work, so I think Jesus would have some
I
respect
don't think they're working that
for
hard.
the influencers, dude. I don't know, man. We had Taryn Hilo on the podcast, and it's like you do all these things, and you have to schedule out when you're going to post stuff. You have to know what you're going to do. You have to do shots for the future. You have to have it stockpiled. It's all about like scheduling and stuff. Like it isn't just like here's my ass, boom, here's a picture. Like I think there's a lot of work goes into a lot of these people. That we
I know.
don't
I just hate them.
realize.
I'm more just thinking of TikTokers than just influencers in general.
Right?
like
we're old
Instagram and shit
now.
like that.
We're the old people that aren't TikTokers.
I don't like this TikTok.
What is this TikTok and this? I just
I'm
don't like
just
about TikTok that every
shaking the
challenge is a dance. Like
buns.
I don't want to dance, so maybe dance.
Yeah, that's a big part of it for me. I think dancing is stupid. Just
I'm not good at it.
all of it. It's dumb. Why dance? The chicken dance. You dance at weddings, and that's it. Is the only acceptable time to dance, and it's because you're hammered drunk.
That's
And
fair.
and when you line dance to God damn it, what's the Steve Earle song?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it comes on at every bar at like 1:30 in the morning, so white people can line dance. God damn it.
Cottonhead Road.
Copperhead.
Road.
Copperhead Road. That's it. I was like, I could hear Snake Farm and fucking Cotton Eye Joe, and I was like, they're both close, and neither one is right. Thank you.
That was at Huntsville.
That was a low moment for me.
In Huntsville, that would be like everybody was like stomp, 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 and I like never knew that. I was like, hey, the cha-cha slide has the instructions in it. If we could
Yeah.
just, was there some sort of pamphlet? Like, should I know? Like, I don't know. Do we have any sort of like literature I could read so I would know what to do here?
Funny thing is,
Never.
I never learned how to do Copperhead Road. God damn it. But I have-
Cotton Eye Road,
I have done the cha-cha slide.
Copperhead Joe, and Cotton Eye Road.
I fucking hate you. God damn it. So I've already broken my own rules about when dancing's acceptable.
Well,
But
all right.
yeah.
So
chicken
I don't
dance at
think
wedding.
we answered that, but I think Jesus would just he'd respect the hustle of influencers. So we're gonna agree to disagree, and also really not give you an answer on that. What would Jesus do, Zach? But
TikTok
at
dancing
Salsa
is what gave us
6800.
Jake Paul. He would not be for that.
I think YouTube is what gave us Jake Paul.
All the same shit.
His brother now is fighting Mayweather, so Mayweather's probably really behind on taxes. That's what I thought about that.
Or Mayweather just wants to make another $50 million.
And speaking of Mayweather, like McGregor made 600 mil selling his whiskey.
Well,
Like
the
sold his
company,
whiskey company?
the company made 600 mil. He didn't make 600
Oh,
mil.
I thought he did. I was about to say, dude, he made 600 mil. He made 100 mil selling, like fighting Mayweather, and he had to get punched in the face. Like,
I mean,
would
he
just never
probably
do
made-
anything again.
I mean, I think he owned like 50% of the company. So he probably made like 300 million.
what else do you have to do, man? Like how I can't spend $300 million.
That's true.
What do you do? Buy a country? Which would be kind of sick, honestly.
He just buys Northern Ireland.
Like, I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna say, like, I own it. Like, you guys run it and everything. Like, I'm not gonna like be a dictator or any shit. But it's like, can I just say I own it? Like, I own the land. You guys can do whatever you want with it. I'm not gonna confiscate it. I just want to say I own it.
He would not want Northern Ireland because that's where the Protestants are. He'd buy like Wales. Because why the fuck not? It's Wales.
I don't want to buy like Latvia. Latvia seems like a random ass country.
I mean, that's where Winston played basketball in New Girl.
What is like 69 degrees on the like whatever their GPS coordinates are like 69.
Longitude and latitude?
Just by that. 69.
Just hire China to build you an island right there.
Yeah, and if it's like there's nothing there, it's just water. I'm like, well, let's build something. I got 300 mil. We got
party
time.
island.
We got money. Just build a boat and just anchor it.
Just put a pontoon boat right there in the
bounce
ocean.
House. It'd be our non-open concept bounce house that just floats. Bounce houses are really just impromptu boats if you think about it.
That's very true.
You got an impromptu raft. Probably the most fun raft there is.
It's an inflatable raft. It's an inflatable land raft.
They always talk about like on these shipwrecks and stuff that like, oh, they had to live on this like blow up raft for 40 days or whatever. It's like, maybe just start putting bounce houses in there. And then like, hey, it's got a cover. So you're not just baking in the sun the whole time. Yeah. And you and the kids can have some fun while you're waiting for rescue.
I mean, that's
not going to miss a fucking bounce house floating in the ocean. Anybody ever?
That's true.
Like, is that a bounce house?
Is that a castle?
That's a pink castle.
Well, yes, it is.
We better stop. They probably shouldn't be in the Atlantic. We should go get them.
Or also, I want to test out the bounce house.
Yeah, like really, there's no bad way to go about it. Like honestly, this podcast really the motto of the day is just like bounce houses are the answer.
I think actually that's what Jesus would do is he would
just buy a bunch of bounce houses.
He would he would have his own influencer house, but it would just be called the bounce house, and it's a giant bounce house with rooms in it.
It's a bounce house church. Ooh, that's another idea.
Mm-hmm. Man, we are just
you having trouble keeping your kids' attention during church? Bounce house church. They don't have to just draw on the pews anymore with the little pencils that they have. Now they can bounce.
I mean, I know I used to always just go out and play on the playground in the tire swing. After a certain point in church, my parents would just be like, yeah, you can leave. Stop asking us.
Just go away. You're embarrassing us.
Probably why I don't know the days of Easter.
Very good point.
Mm-hmm.
So bounce houses. That's our answer, Zach. Moving on. Let's get to our mock draft of fish because it is the week we put out the Darling Like a Marlin t-shirts. Mock Draft Season is brought to you by Southern Star Brewing Company, our best friends in the whole wide world. I'm actually going to be up at Southern Star this Saturday, May 1st. I will be hosting their event. They got Hold on Hollywood, Dead Set Red. I am not looking at the flyer. I can't remember the other band off the top of my head, but I will be introducing the three bands. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll go into a stand-up routine. Maybe I'll sing. I don't know. I'm going to have to show up to Southern Star and see. It's going to be entertaining regardless. But yeah, this Saturday, May 1st, they're going to have, I don't have the official name. I should probably have all this stuff, but like they're going to have their Mandalorian beer release, which is pretty sick. I'm looking forward to that. I've already seen the glasses that they're going to have out there. Fucking solid to add to my collection. Pretty stoked about that. And then I'm going to load up on as much of this Mama Rosa Gosa as I can because their Mama Rosa Gosa is my go-to as of late.
Yeah. I think I'm coming up too.
Dude, you gonna? All right, dude, it's gonna be pretty
lit.
I think
so, because I need to get that Gosa.
Dude, our buddies Hold on Hollywood are gonna be headlining the whole night. It's gonna be a lot of fun. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. It's gonna be a great time for all that go up there.
Great time.
I'm looking forward to it. Then May 29th, we've already told you guys a couple times. Darling Like a Marlin Blackberry Sour release at Southern Star Brewing Company. A little mini podcast from me and Pat. Who knows? It's going to be all kinds of craziness out there.
I wonder if they've got a tests of that going yet that maybe me and you could sneak.
I'll ask.
I wonder.
I'll
Yeah, we'll have
ask.
to find out.
We'll find out.
I doubt it.
I don't think so either, but maybe.
But that'd be cool.
If they
had some in
did,
pre-production.
that'd be pretty sick. So yeah, Southern Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street. I know Tessa Goriance. She never told me how to correctly pronounce her name. She went up there a couple weekends ago, came in from Austin, had a great time up there. Like, you tell them you're part of the Gravy Gang, they're gonna be like, come on over. What do you want to try? What do you want to try? They'll let you figure out what beer you want. They'll give you little samples until you find the one that you want to get your little pint token used for, and you'll be set, man. They have the best glassware out there. All of the food that's gonna be out there. I think this weekend they got tacos in low places, which are just fucking bomb ass tacos. Can't go wrong with any of the food that ever shows up to Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street. The Mama Rosa Ghost is awesome. The low calorie IPA is awesome. Darling Like a Marlin Blackberry Sour, soon to be out, is going to be fucking killer as well. Hop Wave IPA. There's not a bad beer at Southern Star Brewing Company. There's going to be something for everybody. If you're not a beer guy or gal, you haven't gone to Southern Star, because you're going to be a guy or gal that loves beer by the time you leave. The Southern Brunch, it's just a beer mimosa. It's pretty awesome. Check that out too. The Strawberry Bombshell Blonde, that's my personal favorite. That's fucking killer too. There's something for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company. If you're drinking a Southern Star, take a picture of it, tag us at Past Grade Pod, tag them at Southern Star Brewing Co., at Southern Star BC on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people, supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the whole world, and the official sponsor of Mock Draft Season, which is going to go on now. It is our final mock draft of Mock Draft Season. It all comes to an end, although we are not really up for debate on who is going to win this year, because I have 6 wins.
We're all winners.
Robert has 2.
We're all
and
winners.
Pat has 1. We are all winners. But if we're keeping score, nobody's keeping score. But if they were, they would say that I have won 6, Robert has won 2, and Pat has won 1. Last week, Pat and I really came down to it there at the
Burners.
end. I mean, I know it was definitely not burners, because it wouldn't have been 1%, but Robert had 19% of the vote. I was really shocked that Robert didn't get any more than that, honestly. But Pat had
How many votes
40%.
did you beat me by?
I don't know. I don't know how
1?
many votes there were. It had to be by 1. I literally beat you by 1%.
Burner.
I had 41% of the vote. Pat had 40% of the
Burner.
vote, and Robert had 19. Narrowly beat him out on that. But so that means we're gonna do a reverse order of that. Is gonna be the draft order this week. Robert's gonna go first. Pat's gonna go second. I'm gonna go third. That is not a snake draft in Mock Draft Season. So it's gonna go Robert, Pat, me, Robert, Pat, me, Robert, Pat, me, Robert, Pat, me. We're doing a mock draft of Fish, since Darling Like a Marlin is released, and it's a pretty wide open category. We'll have veto powers as we go. But Robert, you have the first pick in the mock draft of Fish. What you got, buddy?
I'm gonna go with shark. Just a
Just a
great white shark.
Great
Damn
white
it.
shark.
I was really
wanna
thinking
get
I was
more
going to get that
specific.
at number 2. Yeah, you can't take all sharks with.
Well, when
I
you hear
thought-
shark, everyone imagines a great white shark.
White. I noticed that he went with the white shark first.
Mhm.
Makes you think.
Great white.
Not a black tip. Not a black tip.
Mm. Yeah, I thought I was going to pick that number 2, and then Alex was going to yell at me. Was what I was thinking was going to happen. All right. I'm going to take the obvious. I'm going with the Marlin, baby.
Fucking goddamn.
I thought
Yeah.
the Marlin was going to go number 1 overall.
I did too. I was really not happy that I had suggested Fish, and I was like, Marlin's gonna be gone. But I mean, Marlins are they're fucking darling like Marlins, you know.
Darling like a Marlin, baby.
Darling like a Marlin. I think I'm gonna go Big Mouth Billy Bass. The
Ooh.
singing bass that would hang on your wall. Take me to the river. Like, who didn't like that when your dad got one as like a gag gift for the first like hour you had it, and then the 48th time that it went off, you're like, all right, shut the fuck up, Big Mouth Billy Bass. I'm gonna go
Never
Big
got
Mouth
tired
Billy
of it.
Bass, though. Off the start. So Big Mouth Billy Bass off the board.
All right. I am going to go with the snack that smiles back, goldfish.
God damn it. That's a good one. All right. That's a solid one. I had that on my list as well. Great pick. A little upset, but still.
Should I double dip? No. All right, I'm gonna go with Nemo. I'm going with Nemo.
Nemo's a solid one.
That's a solid pick.
I almost went with his father. That's why I said double
I was
dip.
I'm about to say that. I feel like I have to. I'm gonna go with Marlon, Nemo's dad.
That's good.
He's also darling, like a Marlon.
Yes.
All right,
All right.
Robert, back to you.
All right, I'm gonna go Klaus from American Dad.
That's a good one.
Ooh. Klaus, yeah.
He was a spy that like got turned into a goldfish, right? That was his backstory.
Yes. No. He was a German ski jumper, and he got into a horrible accident, and they replaced him with a fish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm a little surprised this one made it to round 3. Flipper. The original
Flipper,
fish
yeah.
celebrity.
That's a good one. I mean, I feel like Flipper's a solid one. The only thing I could think of that's around that kind of like name recognition would be Free Willy.
Is that who you're picking?
I'm gonna go Free Willy. So yes.
That's a damn good one. I like that.
Isn't Free Willy a whale?
Dude, they're all fish.
whale
That's
isn't a
right.
fish.
Whale is not a fish. It's a
Whale
mammal.
is not a fish.
So is a dolphin.
Ah.
Yeah, no one picked dolphin.
Though. Flipper is a dolphin.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
But you guys allowed that.
I didn't know that. No, you can't pick dolphin. Then.
Ah.
Wow.
God damn it.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good catch, son of a bitch.
We're gonna be technical
All right.
about it then. All right. So back to you, Pat. Your third pick.
Okay. Fuck. What do I want? What do I want?
Here's half my fucking list. Can't take Pearl
oh.
from SpongeBob either.
You know who I'm gonna take? Blinky, the 3-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
I had that one too.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
All right, Blinky from The Simpsons off the board.
That one might end up hurting me because I don't think a lot of people are just gonna know who Blinky is.
Yeah, I had.
You gotta
that at
put
the
a
very
little
bottom.
picture. You gotta put a little picture of him next to that for me, or else I'm fucked.
I think I'm gonna go with a dogfish. Just as it's a dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play dogfish. Just that type of fish.
All right, so this is my last pick. I'm gonna go with. I think I have 2 strong ones, but I'm gonna go with Go Fish.
Good.
Go Fish
It's a
the
good
game.
one. I
Damn,
don't
that's
hate
good.
that one bit. That's a solid one. Solid draft, Robert. Solid draft.
All right.
Damn, I don't know, dude. There's so many choices.
Would you allow Nessie the Loch Ness Monster?
It's not a fish. It's a
Not a
monster.
fish.
How do you know? How do you
Not
know
a
it's not a
fish.
fish? It's never been
I don't
caught. You
know. We
it's
can't
not a
use
fish.
whales. We can't use Loch Ness monsters.
It comes above water and it can breathe above water. Fish
Allegedly,
don't do that.
if it exists.
I mean, just because it's coming above water doesn't mean it's breathing. But fine. Ooh. Street sharks.
Street sharks is a solid
Street
one.
sharks. Robert has no idea what street sharks is.
I don't. You could have
You're
gone
really
like
missing out, buddy. Yeah, I was thinking like there's like 8,000 other ones that you could go with.
I like street
Um,
sharks.
I feel like this is a steal in the final round. I'm just gonna go Jaws, the shark Jaws.
Mhm.
Duh.
I
Yeah.
thought about it, but I just, great whites had already been taken. But that's a good pick.
I feel like that way I have kind of canceled out one of each of y'all's because Jaws was a great white shark. You didn't specify that. You just get great white sharks. I got Jaws. I also had Marlin when Pat had Marlin, the fish. I had Nemo's dad. So it's like double dipping there. I'm really
Yeah, but I
throwing-
had Nemo, and Nemo's better than
throwing
Marlin.
everybody in. Mm,
I would have
He had
argued
he
that
had the
maybe
strong fin.
I would have argued that maybe Dory is better than both of them.
Dory can't remember shit, dude.
Dory's problematic. She treats
And
her
yeah,
employees
and
like
yeah,
shit.
you want to take Ellen in this climate in this economy?
All right, let's
Yeah,
recap.
no thanks. All right. So our final mock draft of the season, mock draft of fish. Robert got great white sharks, goldfish, the snack, Klaus from American Dad, and Go Fish, the card game. Pat has Marlin the fish, Nemo from Finding Nemo, obvi, Blinky from The Simpsons, and Street Sharks. I got Big Mouth Billy Bass, Marlin, who is Nemo's dad, the dogfish, and Jaws. Just looking at it, I feel like Robert won this. I don't even think it's going to be close.
You said that before.
Right. But just like Robert had some solid like staples 1 through 4, like great white shark, goldfish, Klaus, and Go Fish. Like that's a solid 1 through 4. I also don't really care if I win
could see-
now because
I could
I've
see
already
Klaus
won.
hurting him.
I don't think
not
so.
A lot of people. A lot of people will know Klaus, but I think a lot of people won't.
I'm
I
surprised.
think more people are gonna know Klaus than they're gonna know Blinky.
Or Street Sharks. Yes, I'm very niche.
I'm surprised no one went with Swedish fish.
I had Swedish fish. I was thinking about following goldfish
You know
with
what?
that, but you know what?
Good,
I don't really like
but
Swedish fish that much.
Yeah, I think they're okay. I think they're overrated. I don't think they're
They
bad.
stick to your teeth too much.
People love them more
swordfish.
than they should.
Swordfish
Catfish,
is from Marlin. Catfish, the TV show, is what I had.
lionfish.
Or
I was
just
choosing between that and
fried
Jaws.
catfish. Fried catfish. I wanted to take salmon. Just salmon.
Salmon?
Salmon is fucking delicious. If you
Okay,
don't like
so here's-
salmon, there's something wrong with you.
So like I while I was looking up like famous fish things, like what would be a really cool fish name? Would be like a spy fish named James Pond. That was just something I jotted down. And then also Salmon would be a solid name for like a Jamaican salmon. Just some
Okay.
thoughts. Just some thoughts. I just jotted down some notes. That like, they're not real, but like maybe we make those characters. I don't know. That's
A
our
Fish
next
Called
star on the
Wanda?
Kamala.
I never saw it, but I heard A Fish Called Wanda was a good show.
Well, see, you really fucked me up with whales and dolphins being out of the because dolphins are technically porpoises, not fish.
Yeah.
But like I would have counted it because it's like you say when you're trying to beat the dolphins, you're like squish the fish. That's like that's the say. I mean about the football team, not the actual things. But like
all of the background characters in SpongeBob. That would have been a good one to take. Just volume. big.
Bruce and Lenny from Finding Nemo.
Nope, Bruce is a shark.
Sharks.
Oh wait, yeah. What
But
the fuck am I saying?
that's
I
a
was thinking
fish,
whale.
type of a
Sorry,
fish.
I was thinking whale. Sorry.
Fish the band, Phish.
Yes.
And then also Fish Food, the Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That's a really great ice cream.
Great Big Fish, the band.
Real Big Fish, the movie.
Or real Big Fish, the band. Sorry, I said that backwards.
Fishing scams.
No, Big Fish is the movie.
Bad Fish. The song from Sublime.
When you get an oven mitt and it's a fish, we've had one for like 20 years. My family, it's awesome. I love that.
That's good. That's good. Carrie Fisher. Princess Leia. I mean, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Jenna Fisher.
Miss Puff from SpongeBob, the boating instructor. She was cool. When she got mad, she just puffed
Puffer
out.
fish.
That was fun. Flounder from The Little Mermaid. Really surprised Robert didn't take that. I thought that was a Robert pick for sure.
I don't know. Who that is.
Charlie the Tuna from Starkist Tuna. I'm Charlie the Tuna. What's up?
Marshall's fish stand up from How I Met Your Mother.
That's good. Baby Shark, the song.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose the parent vote.
I think parents would have not liked it. That was honestly what held me back on that. Fisher Price. They made a lot of cool
That's
stuff.
good.
That would have won the parents over. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Of course, the classic fish sticks.
Fish sticks, fishing for compliments,
Just general fishing.
the Miami Marlins.
A lot of people enjoy that.
We should have just gone one of us should have gone only Marlins. Like Darlin' Like a Marlin, the Fish Marlins,
The Dad
Marlin
Marlin
from
and
Finding
Miami
Nemo,
Marlins.
and the Miami Marlins.
That would have actually been the way to win.
I went deep on Marlins, but I figured like if one person starts doing that, then everybody's just gonna start grabbing a Marlin at some point.
No, I think Robert would still do his own thing and let us.
I think
just beat
Robert
up the
would
Marlin
have.
vote.
We would have just ruined. Yeah, we would have just destroyed everything. The San Jose Sharks. Really, I wanted to like
Shark Tank.
so. Shark Tank, yeah. Fuck, how did we not pick that?
Damn, how do we not take Shark Tank? God damn it.
Because I was thrown off by whales and dolphins not being allowed. I get it technically, no, but like they're underwater. That counts to me. Because really, I wanted to throw
Card Shark?
Card Sharks, yeah. Remember Pool Sharks?
Mhm.
But remember the movie Blackfish, the documentary about like how SeaWorld treated everything poorly?
Didn't watch it. Didn't want to shatter my childhood illusion.
One of the whales in there was named Tillicum. And it was like, that's a funny name. It says come in his name. So yeah.
That's a good one.
I think that was one of the first episodes of Pass the Gravy, actually. Like it was called Till I Come because we reviewed Blackfish when that's all we did was review random movies. Yeah. That was our mock draft of Fish.
I think that about covered it.
And that is mock draft season. Another successful mock draft season for everyone. So congratulations to you boys. We've made it through it.
Ooh,
And
one last one. The theoretical tuna that track down and hunt the lions and the other guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. Big tuna. We could have gone Jim.
Oh yeah, big tuna. Fuck. How did you? You're not allowed to win now for missing that one. You should draw yourself.
I've already won the whole mock draft season, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
God damn it! How did you miss big tuna?
I don't know. Pat, will you tell everybody about Alamo Remedy real fast while I go pee, and then we'll get into our not cool segment.
Yeah, honestly, I've got an early not cool because of this. I wish I had some Alamo Remedy, some of the cucumber lotion right now. My shoulders are a little stiff. My dumbass left it in Fredericksburg last time I went to go see my parents. So I'm stiff. I've got nothing to do about it. Honestly, also another not cool. I should have loaded up on a couple more products. I could have some of the tincture. There is, like I said, the cucumber lotion. That is, it's the only one I've used, and honestly, I absolutely love it. If you don't like using lotion, if you want more of an edible, they've got the gummies, which Alex tells me are fucking amazing. I try and stay away from them just because sugar, and my fat ass is trying not to be so fat right now. But actually, cheat day, that would be perfect for this. I could go for some gummies. I love me some gummies. They also have the hemp flower. Smells like weed, smokes like weed. It's not weed. It's not going to get you high, but you're going to get the CBD. And you get a nice little mellow feeling out of it. You're not going to giggle at cartoons, but maybe you'll just enjoy planet Earth a little bit more. Go to alamoremedy.com. Robert, you got to help me out on this one. I believe the code is at checkout. You use the code PTG.
Promo code PTG.
Promo code PTG. Let them know we're sending you over there. Let them know.
10% off your order.
Back to us.
Promo code PTG.
We help you. You help us. Everyone helps them.
Frankie Ocho loves it.
It's a triangle. It's not a circle. It's a triangle of love.
Yeah,
a love triangle.
They got the new lip balm, the new hemp lip balm as well.
Oh, the lip balm. That's what I need to order. I want some of that.
Shout out to Brenda C for using our promo code last week. She was at almoremedy.com using promo code PTG, 10% off your order. And it's not a 10% off your first order. If you use promo code PTG every single time you shop at almoremedy.com, you're going to get 10% off of every single order at almoremedy.com. So it's kind of crazy to not keep trying it over and over and over again. I promise you try it once, you won't hate it. You're not going to not like it. You're like the whether it be the lotion, whether it be the oils, whether it be the lip balm, whether it be the gummies, you're going to be like, I get it. It makes sense. And I promise you won't be let down. And if you are, then you know what? Don't buy it again, but you won't be let down because it's going to fucking fix whatever you're worrying about. I promise you. The hemp flower also, it's not weed. It looks like weed. It smells like weed. It is not weed though. And it's unlike hot leaf. You're not going to feel foggy headed and awkward when you're going out in public. You're going to be, level headed, ready to go and just get shit done. So almoremedy.com, promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order. They are the official sponsor of our Not Cool segment. Now the Not Cool segment, guys, basically just something that happens to you throughout the week that makes you say, hey, man, that's not cool. If it's a big deal, yeah. Like there can be really big not cools, but there can also just be like, I stubbed my toe. Man, Pat had one a couple weeks ago. Like he made coffee before he left for work and forgot the coffee. And
Yeah,
it's
it was
like,
devastating.
that is a not cool, but it's a minor not cool, but it is a not cool. But then, like Robert got attacked by a bear. That would be a not cool. Definitely a not cool. It's varying degrees. Hashtag PTG not cool to at Pass the Gravy Pod. That's how you submit them to us. Hashtag PTG not cool at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat D. And Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. This is the not cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Josh Tree Cottle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, my hashtag PTG not cool is I wasn't invited to the hashtag Josh fight 2021. I'm still standing, so I win by default. Come at me, Joshes that are left. Yeah, there was a big fight in like Nebraska with a bunch of people named Josh to see who the best Josh would be. And then they gave it to like a 5-year-old. So it's like, you didn't really find the best Josh.
Counterpoint.
Because Josh
you
Tree,
have to-
I'd say would probably be the goat of Joshes.
If you had to be invited, I don't think you could be top Josh. If you were top Josh, you would have just shown up and wrecked.
I think they were scared, dude. They probably didn't let you know. They didn't invite you.
I mean,
Because
as
they're
a
like,
Josh, your
If the
Josh entrance
MVP
should
of
have
Pass the Gravy podcast shows up, then what?
It's like that old
It's over
movie
for us.
with Jet Li, The One. The closer you get to another one, you can kind of feel it. Josh, you should have sensed that many Joshes were gathering, and you should have just went and established dominance.
I mean, it was in Nebraska, so maybe his spidey senses weren't really like
It's a little far.
calibrated for Nebraska.
It's a little far, but I don't know. I'm gonna put this not cool on you. I think you
Maybe
should have-
I think you're a little bit to blame. It's not 100% on you, but a little bit on you.
I think you have to challenge that 5-year-old to a fight now.
I think you have to fight a 5-year-old, and we have to watch it.
See, here's what's fucked up. It would get down to the very end, and if I was the last one with a 5-year-old, I wouldn't let him win. I'd knock him over and be like, top
Just
Josh.
punch the shit out of him. I always wondered, like,
I wouldn't
like,
do that, but like I would use my foot and just like tip the kid over. Just be like, I won. It'd make national news that I kicked a child. I'd be like, obviously did not kick him, but I wasn't about to lose to a kid. It was a principle.
I'm not
thing.
gonna lose. Yeah. They have those like all those hypotheticals where it's like, would you how many 4-year-old or fourth graders do you think you could take? Like, can you imagine if that was like a real game show that like a bunch of 4th grade parents had to like sign off that like, yes, my kid can fight an adult, and I am fully expecting that my kid could also just get punched in the brain as hard as possible. Like,
As long as
there's a
they're
waiver on that.
as long as they're average 4th graders or 4-year-olds, whatever you're gonna do. I think 4th graders. I'm saying at least 100. Now, if you just give me random ones, like think about it.
You
might
take 100 4th graders.
Yeah. If
Oh,
they're
you'd be
average,
gassed way before that.
but I think I could at least hold them off and get them to hurt themselves too.
Why
But you
would they
gotta
hurt
think about
themselves?
this.
They're going to be attacking you, dude.
They're 4th
You'd be
graders.
gassed.
They're
I
4th
think a
graders.
lot
They'll
of people
swing
would.
and hit each other.
You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger, Pat.
I'm not. No,
You're
I
not
know
in
I'm gonna
shape.
get gassed. I know, but I'm
so
saying
fast, and then they would gang up on you, and they'd take you down. And once you're down, you're done, dude.
they're gonna trip over each other and hurt each other. That's gonna knock out at least 20 of them right there. Here's what I'm saying.
don't
If they're
think so.
average ones, I'm saying if they give you random ones and all of a sudden I look out and see 4th grade LeBron James, I'm in fucking trouble. Because that kid's gonna pick up other kids and throw them at me. And all I gotta do is guard my nuts and they can't hurt me. They're 4th graders.
I did.
It might take you a long time,
4th
but I'm
graders
just
are
gonna kick
bigger
them in the
than
nose.
you think.
They're not that big though.
1st graders, maybe.
They can't punch hard enough, is what I'm saying. If I cover my nuts, as long as they
I don't
can't
know,
get my
dude.
nuts,
Robert, over under 50 and a half 4th grader. Even okay, that seems like a lot too.
50 easy.
Oh, over under 25 and a half 4th graders versus Pat.
Easy.
Like, you think that Pat could take more than 25 and a half? So
That's saying-
26 or more.
That's saying, can I throw 26 punches and kicks combined? Because I'm
I
gonna
don't
take out
think
each
you're
one
they're
with
not
one.
going to be one punch knockouts, dude. Who the fuck do you think you are? Are you fucking
You think I
Floyd
can't drop?
Mayweather?
I'm not saying I'm knocking them out cold, but I'm saying one punch to a 4th grader, they're gonna quit. One kick to the nose to a 4th
No,
grader,
there's like an
they're gonna quit.
incentive for them though. Their incentive would be like they get a bunch of juice boxes or some shit. Like, I don't know, whatever 4th graders are into.
Yeah, and they're gonna feel the thunder and be like, this isn't worth
I
enough.
dude,
The
I
juice
think
box
you
is
would
not
be
worth another one of these.
gassed, bro.
Also, think about it. I can pick one of them up by the legs and swing them at the other ones.
That
Just
would
in-
be allowed.
Just in a circle, and I mean, I'll take out 10 like that. Bam.
Robert, how many do you think you could take? How many fourth graders do you think you could take?
Probably like 5. I don't think Pat could take out 26, 25.
Do you
no.
think you could take? I think. Like, do you
No.
think you could take out 10?
Like, come on. Now you're insulting me.
I think 10. You could probably take out
think
10. I
10.
think you'd be very tired after 10.
I think he could do 10.
I
20.
could body slam
Over under
4 all at
20.
once.
No, not 20.
You don't think 20?
I don't think so.
This is gonna be. I'm scared to type this into a Google search.
I'm ashamed of you guys.
How? Please don't get in trouble for this. How big is a fourth grader?
5'2"? Maybe?
I don't want to know how big the class sizes are.
How tall is the average fourth grader?
Weight, height.
About 4 feet 8 inches to 5 feet.
Yeah, about 40 pounds, 40 inches, 12, 24, 36. It's about 4 feet.
Yeah, and about 70 pounds.
I said 40. It said 40. Here.
I'm literally gonna pick one up and throw 'em and take out
4-year-old.
3 of them.
4-year-old. You're right. 4-year-old is a totally different thing than fourth grader. I feel like you would just get gassed, though, dude. 70 pounds? You're gonna take out 20 of those?
This one says fourth grader and they're 4'4", 60 pounds.
But like, they're also kids like where like shit doesn't hurt them. You know, like when you're a kid, you just bounce right back up after anything. Like they're gonna
Yeah,
have
when you
all that
fall.
like young energy, and you're just gonna be done, dude.
Yeah, you get punched in the eye and you don't shake that off. It's when you fall out like on your ass.
I'm gonna say Pat could not take like no more than 20. And 20
Insulted.
is I think
100 was a
15,
lot.
That's a lot.
100 was a lot.
There's no way.
Without a doubt in my mind, I could easily take over 25 and a half. And I'm telling you, I think I could take 50.
Insanity. All right. If anybody has any fourth graders that would like to sign them up for this test, now you have to sign a very, very, very extensive waiver saying
I don't
you're
have to
cool
throw
with your kid just
haymakers,
getting
dude.
punched.
I could drop these kids with jabs.
Oh, he doesn't even have to go full on. He's gonna take all these kids. Okay.
No, I'm saying
Half speed Pat's
haymakers.
gonna take him down.
Haymakers is what's going to tire me out. I'm just going to drop these kids with fucking right jabs, cover my nuts with the left hand, and just jab these little bastards. They don't know how to play defense. They're in the 4th grade.
Dude, they can grab your legs, they'll take you down, like you'll be on the ground and it's over with.
Oh, my bottom game is strong, dude. That sounded wrong.
All right.
I'll submit and snap arms.
He's gonna submit.
I'll submit them.
Big-
I'm going to be
His-
snapping
his,
arms.
His bottom game is strong. He's gonna submit. Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. I can
Take with that
choke
what you
out a
want.
kid. Choke out a kid without using any energy. Bam.
I think we need to
Grab him
move
by
on
the
before,
throat.
before Pat gets on the list.
Yeah, Pat, we're gonna. I think Robert and I. We
Dropping bows on kids' heads.
Moving on. Moving
I'll
on.
fuck up a 4th grader.
How did that get to?
From fucking
Oh,
clothing.
because Josh's. There was like a 5-year-old Josh that
Oh, it was a
won.
Josh
I think
fight.
5-year-olds though. Different story. I think you could probably take 30 to 45-year-olds maybe.
No,
Probably not even
5-year-olds, easy 100.
No way. 100 people is a lot of people.
They're 5.
We can't go down this this rabbit hole again. But just know that 100 people, no matter how old they are, unless they are crawling and cannot walk.
They're
that's a
5.
lot.
They're 5.
Have you ever like hung out with like a kid that's 5 years oldish?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You have friends, kids, and stuff. Like we were getting
They're
into
annoying
mine
as
not
shit.
cool in a
but guess
second.
what? If
There
I
was a
punched them, they'd stop.
young kid around me, and I was exhausted. He was just around me, crawling around me and stuff. I was like, what? I wasn't even really interacting with the kid, and I was exhausted.
Sweep the leg.
No. Most places it's not okay to hit kids. So like I'm not, and I didn't want to hit the kid. I was just like, what are you doing? I don't know you.
I've always wanted to try Bill Burr's method where the kid wouldn't leave him alone, so he just poured water on his head.
They don't know how to come back from it. It's like their parents like, did you pour water on it? On my kid?
No. That's a no. We don't do that here. He's like, I fucking did.
My bad. I spilled. Yeah, I guess not getting invited the Josh fight that's partially on you, Josh. Partially on you, partially also still not cool.
You need to join the newsletter.
My not cool. I'll start off. Guys, I went to a gender reveal party this weekend. That's my not cool. I've
been there.
I've vowed though on this podcast that I would never attend a gender reveal party. Like I made a big deal about like I've said no to like family members gender reveal parties multiple times and just be like I don't believe in them. I just don't do that. Like you don't believe in I was like no, I'm not going to go. Just tell me what the sex is and I don't care.
I'm gonna laugh. Emma's gonna have one day and you're gonna be like, nope, not going.
Nope. It's not with my baby. But they're two of like my best friends, and they're having a kid. And Emma made Emma made a is it bohemian theme, like boho cactus was the theme. But Emma made a white.
There was a
piñata,
theme. Get the
like
fuck out of here.
Emma made a white cactus piñata. It was in the shape of a cactus. It was white. Emma fucking put these like streamers around it, cut them up. She made it look like a legit fucking piñata. Emma made that. And I was like, well, yeah, like I'm going to go because Emma's doing this. And like, they're my friends. They're two of my best friends. And I was like, yeah, okay, I support you guys. I don't support this thing we're doing here. It wasn't even bad. We had beers. We watched baseball. But it's like, I have fought so hard about, I will never do this. And I was I was mad at myself. But also, like, I'm like, I love you guys. Y'all are my friends. So, like, I'm here to support y'all. But, like, know that, like, it's only because it's you guys.
Yeah, I've been before. I mean, I think they're dumb, but my best
But,
friend.
like, I vowed that I would never do it. And that's why I was, like, the whole time I was like, you promised you weren't going to do this. And you just broke your promise. And
I've probably said that in the past, too, but I accept that I'm a fucking hypocrite. You know how my friend got me there?
Congrats to you guys. Y'all having a girl. Like,
Congrats.
I love you guys. I'm not mad at y'all for having a gender reveal. I went and it wasn't terrible. And just like the fact that I said I would never do it, that's my not cool. I broke my promise. I broke a promise that I made to myself, but it was for my best friends. So it's like really great move as a friend. I'm a great friend, obviously.
Yeah.
But not a great man of my word all the time.
You know how they got me to go to the one I went to? My best friend calls, he goes, hey, my little sister's gender reveal is this day. Come over to my parents. We're going to get fucked up. And I was like, cool, I'm there. That's incentive.
And to be fair, they didn't call it a gender reveal party either. They did at one point just hit a piñata and pink ribbons and stuff came out of it. But like, they weren't like, it's our gender reveal, although it was a party that they were at some point going to do that with.
I don't remember exactly how they did it.
It was just not billed as a gender reveal party.
I just remember I was standing next to the father when they revealed it, and it was a girl. And me and my buddy were just literally taking swigs out of a bottle of gin. And when they said girl,
like
I just handed him the bottle. Like, you want this now?
It's actually appropriate that you're drinking out of somebody named Jen.
Yeah.
And it's a girl.
He didn't. Now he had the obvious dad face of, damn it, it's a girl. That's why I tried to hand him a bottle of booze. He didn't take it though. You know, daddy's always happy.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you tell me there's going to be
the
booze and I can get
WandaVision?
fucked up.
Here's the witch from WandaVision, her winking. That
yeah.
meme.
I'll go to a fucking bridal
I'm
shower
cool
if
with
you
it
tell me
being a
I can
girl.
get fucked up there. I don't give a shit. There's going to be booze. I'm there. Let's do it.
That's really my not cool.
Just accept that we're all hypocrites, man. Except for
we
Robert.
are,
He's
but
pretty
it's just
consistent.
like, I've probably been hypocritical about other stuff.
Probably.
I just can't think of anything.
I've got two. Yesterday I went to brush my teeth, and I was putting the toothpaste on, and as I got to the end of it, I guess I hit the very tip of the bristle with the actual toothpaste bottle, so it did a little spring back, and toothpaste shot right into my eye, like direct, nowhere else in my face, just one like tiny microscopic drop shot right into my left eye. Yeah, no, it sucked for about 10 seconds, and then it went away. But yeah, that was very, very, very unpleasant. I did not enjoy that. That's pretty bad. And then, like I said, last Friday, I went to my buddy's house for the fights. We watched them. I woke up early the next morning, got on the road, realized I left my Passive Gravy Gator at his house, and he lives in downtown. So it's probably gonna be a little while before I get it.
Yikes!
Because that's a far drive.
Luckily, the CDC said if you're fully vaccinated, you don't really have to wear masks as much. So
Outside, but if I go into Kroger like I did today, couldn't rock my past the gravy.
right. You still wearing
that
masks
sucks.
100% of the time at work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so.
like,
It's food service. That would make
if I'm
sense.
if I'm not walking 2 tables or if I'm on the side of the restaurant where there's no guests, I mean, it's usually like just hanging off my ear.
Wow.
I mean, if I'm not like right next to somebody, I don't. I mean, we don't even require guests. Like everyone pretty much wears it, but we're like face masks encouraged. There's still some people that just walk in. I mean, fucking whatever. Do what you're gonna do. I'm vaccinated. I don't give a shit.
I do like everybody has a different rule with COVID still. Like Fauci came out and was speaking against, like Joe Rogan was like, I mean, personally, I don't think like if you're under the age of 40 that you really even need to get it. He didn't say you shouldn't ever get vaccinated if you are under the age of 40. Like, and then Dr. Fauci's like, well, I wouldn't agree with that. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, he was like, you're allowed to say a thought that you have out loud and not like, you're not there. Well, but his audience, how can he be saying? It's like, he didn't tell people not to get vaccinated. He said what he was thinking and was like, but it's up to you. Like,
yeah, and then,
but like you're allowed to think, you know, you can't be like, no, don't think that stuff. Well, you have an audience. It's like, I can still say stuff.
yeah, I have an audience because people like the shit I say. That's why Joe Rogan is Joe fucking Rogan.
Yeah.
The standard is the standard.
The standard is the standard. The ceiling is the roof.
The darlin is a marlin.
Darling like a marlin, baby. All right. Robert, what is your not cool?
So I've been having too many dreams, and it's really been bothering me. I normally when I sleep, I don't really have many dreams, or at least I don't remember them. For the past couple of days, since maybe like the weekend, I've been having like 5 to 6 dreams a night, and it's my brain is active, and it means I get worse sleep because I remember them, and it's
That's
too
good
much
then.
happening.
Good that you remember your dreams.
I know I don't want to have dreams.
No, but that means you're getting better sleep.
No, I'm getting worse sleep because my brain is all active and like remembering all these like no.
Okay.
I'd rather
Yeah, but
not
that
remember them.
means you're in the REM cycle.
But why? I don't want to have so many dreams. I just don't want to have so many. I just want to sleep.
I love
want
that
to go to
Robert's
sleep,
not.
go black and then come back.
You know what they say, once you go black, you never go back.
You beat me to it. I love that Robert isn't saying I'm having too many bad dreams. Robert's just saying, dude, fuck dreams in general.
Yeah,
I
they're
wanna
not bad dreams. They're just
Robert's the kid. Robert was definitely the kid that like there was other kids on the playground and they're like, I'm a sheriff and blah blah blah, and I'm a cowboy. What are you? And he's like, you're none of those things. I'm a child. Your imagination is stupid.
I'm a 4th grader.
You're not actually a cowboy. You're full of shit.
Were you that guy, Robert?
no, I was not that.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
and I have
Jungle
another,
Gym, my ass. This is just a toy that we play on the playground. This isn't a jungle.
and I have a second one.
Monkey
too.
bars. Where are the monkeys?
I have a second one too. My thumbs hurt. The thumb pads hurt because I've been playing too many video games or playing for too long of a session.
You in
Warzone
you
in?
playing this show?
No, I'm playing some other game. I don't think you
Why
know.
don't
You're
you
not playing
Warzone with
the
us,
show?
bro?
No, I get other games priority take over the show.
Warzone.
The only sport you watch is baseball, and we finally have a base. Oh, I guess you're a PlayStation gamer anyway, so you already
Dude,
have.
it doesn't matter though. We could all Warzone together. The podcast that zones together. Something that goes together with that. I don't know.
I've played every show game since like 14, so I don't prioritize it.
As soon as they let it be on Xbox, Robert's like played out now.
Not anybody can get it. There goes the neighborhood.
I like the show before it was on every console.
So yeah,
What game are you playing, Robert?
Get Warzone, bro.
This is called Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh, I've actually heard very good things about that.
It's really
Is it
good.
better than Warzone?
I've never played Warzone, so I can't say.
Dude, get Warzone.
I'll get Warzone.
No,
How
you
do we
won't.
cross-
Fun just
Crossplay,
to, it'll just be yeah, you can crossplay.
Yeah.
It'll be fun
Is it-
though, just to have Pat yelling at both of us then instead of just me. And like where I'm like, shut the fuck up, Pat.
Here's the
Like, I
thing,
get
though.
worked up about it. Robert would just like not care.
Here's the thing, though. since Robert is a lower level than you, we'd be put in even lower level lobbies. So you would actually be one of the better players in that lobby, and
No,
you'd
I
be
wouldn't.
racking up kills.
You're giving
You
me too
would.
much credit. You're giving me
I
way
would-
too much credit.
I would
I'm
have
not
like
good at this
16
game.
kills, but you would have like 5 kills a game.
I felt like I've played Warzone for now like 2 months. It
Something
feels like,
that.
and I felt like there was like I'm gonna try and play it almost every day, every couple of days at least. I would say I probably play Warzone at least 4 times a week, depending on I don't know how long I get to play. Each
You've
week. Like, I
definitely
try-
gotten better.
but like I got better than like I just die every time anybody shoots at me. To now it's like like I was like I'm getting better, and then I just peaked, and that was it. And it was like I've been as like I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I am about a 4 at best.
Don't worry, bro. We're
And
gonna get you
not
some
even
dubs
all
tonight.
the time. Not even all the time. Pass a great pod, Twitch, follow that. But dude, Robert, Pat just yells when you're playing Warzone. Like that's all he does. Except the one time he didn't yell, we actually won. So not a big deal.
It's the
But-
only time it's the only way I know how to communicate.
And we
is
weren't
through
even
yelling.
trying to win. But he's like, "What are you doing? Rah! Rah! Alex, why are you there? Rah! Do this. Do this."
Okay. I think
I don't know if I
you're
can handle that.
misrepresenting. You're misrepresenting how
Actually,
I
he
was
would call
yelling.
us the wrong name. He'd call you Alex. He'd call me Robert
Yes.
100% of the time, even though
I
he
don't
knows
know-
us and has known us for years.
I've known Alex for 16 years now,
Yeah.
Me too.
right
Ninth
about.
grade.
And my other buddy that we play with, whose name is Tyler, I've known him for about 10 years now, 11 years. I don't know what it is. When I play video games with them too, I call them the other one's name 100% of the time.
It's so weird.
I call him Tyler and I call my buddy Tyler Alex. No fuck. I don't know what is going on in my brain when I'm
But
playing
then when
video
he's
games, man.
yelling at
I get
Alex
amped
and he's
up.
not yelling at me, and I'm doing something that I think Pat's yelling at me for, and then like Tyler's like, "Well, he's not yelling at me," and he keeps doing it. Like it's very
Well,
detrimental
yell
to the
at-
team.
and here's what it is. When we play with him, I yell at him because he's a very selfish player. He goes off and does his own thing and then like sometimes helps the team, but a lot of the time doesn't. So I get
Me?
very angry about that. No, not you, Tyler.
Well, usually I'll do stuff like that because I'm trying to stay alive because I know I'm the
But-
worst
but-
fighter and I will die.
But with you, I understand that you're still figuring it out. You don't know exactly what you're doing. I play with him all the time. He's like the part of the core squad. He should know what we're trying to do, and he'll just run off and not help the team. So I get
Dude,
very
they still know
angry.
Maps. Like we got they changed, like nobody cares that we're talking about this, so we're gonna get out of it. But like they changed like the whole like layout of these maps and stuff. But like beforehand, like they knew all the maps and they're like, Alex, go here. What about this? I'm like, I don't know where that is, dude. I do not know where that is.
He'd be
Do
like,
not know what you're talking about.
we're like, we marked it. He's like, I don't know how to check the map.
What color? What color are you guys? Are you green? Are you blue? Are you yellow? Like I don't know.
Yeah. I
I'm
know I
getting better.
yell.
Now I'm slowly
but-
getting better at that.
Yeah. I mean, see, here's the thing. When we
You might
played
not
that.
be a great little league coach. I'm just saying, like that doesn't seem like that
Oh
would be
God, no.
in your future.
I've got no patience for children.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying. But, yeah. So those are some not cools. Those are some not cools.
Yeah.
Those are good. Sore thumbs though. That is like when Red Dead Redemption came out, when it first came out, I remember like I thought that like my fingers were like numb. And I was like, did I like pinch a nerve? Did something happen? And I was like worried for like a 4-day span. I think that was a not cool. I was like, my hand is just numb. And it was just like, no, if you play video games for the first time in a long time, like sometimes just like you're not used to using all those muscles the way you're using them and shit like that. And it can't
Yeah.
do that. But like, I remember freaking out, being like, oh no, is it going to be like this forever? Am I never going to feel my left hand again? I don't know. But yeah, not cool is.
You could just do the stranger all the time then.
Yeah, it would have been actually that's one positive comment, I guess.
See, people, yeah, I can be positive sometimes. I can look on the bright side.
Exactly. You know what's gonna help you look on the bright side is when you throw a little air freshener in your smelly ass fucking car. You know how many times you get in that car? How many times are you gonna keep getting in that car and just be like, ugh? Like when there's nothing worse than like a stinky car. Maybe you left some fast food in there. You get in and you're, oh no, this is turned. That was bad. That was a bad idea. You throw it out, but the smell's still there. And maybe it's not there when you start the air conditioner and shit in your car. But when you pop in at the very beginning, you always smell that. And there's those weird like smells that just keep popping up. Throw a little air freshener in that, wipes out all of that bad boy. wipes out all that bad boy. Little air fresheners, best in the biz. If you're one of those people with one of those baby back bitch little fucking green trees or yellow trees or red trees or whatever color trees you have, don't. They're literally cutting down trees. Now you get rid of those and go fill it up with a little air freshener, which are cheaper. They last longer and they are better quality than the stupid little baby back bitch green trees. Little M's gonna take care of you. They got you. They got you. They got you. They got you. You spend $10 more, you're gonna get free shipping on your order. Why would you not want to do that? That's like getting 5 air fresheners. You get free shipping. They have these new. They have like planners. They're planner little journals right there. They have journals you can just write on. They have some stickers. They had all kinds of awesome stuff. LittleMshop.com, littleemshop.com. But the air fresheners, I always give you guys my little hack. I was actually sharing this with somebody the other day that was like, you know what? That's a great idea. They were talking. Oh, was that the gender reveal? The gender reveal. They were talking about like how it just there was it. What is it? The diaper genie. I guess that's just the trash can for diapers, right?
Yep.
100% what a diaper genie is. It's just. But I think that's what that is. But I know that Casey had said that when she had her kid, that was what they did. You throw it in your trash can. You take out the trash bag. You throw a little air freshener in there. You put the trash bag in there. When you throw some old food out, it's smelly. You clean out that trash. You pick up the bag. You got a little air freshener. You get a whiff of that fresh scent coming back up at you. Little air freshener is the best air freshener in the world. The official sponsor of the Answers segment we're about to begin. Now the Answers segment. Send us any question, you got it all. Any question, you got it all. If it's something you saw online, if it's a relationship question, you want some advice on a relationship, hit us up at Pass Your Gravy Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email us, but we do prefer Twitter. Twitter is where we look first. Hashtag PTG Answers at Pass Your Gravy Pod on Twitter, and then answers at passyourgravypod.com. If you'd like to email, although it may take us a little bit to get to emails because we do like looking at Twitter first. Hashtag PTG Answers anything. If it's a high thought, a drunk thought, something you saw online, you want our opinions on, relationship advice, whatever it is. Hashtag PTG Answers at Pass Your Gravy Pod. This is the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. Our first question is from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, Rage Against the Machine never specified what type of machine they were furious with. What are the odds that it is a printer or an Apple device?
100% it's an office printer.
Dude, I rage against our office printer all the time.
Nobody likes their printer at work.
So like this is a little like Robert. I guess Robert doesn't even use the printers really at work, but like, so there was this printer at work. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but like we have like 6 printers we can use. Well, like 4 of them crapped out. And since people are like working from home, they don't really fix them as much anymore. And it was like, oh, this one's out of toner. Oh, this one's got a jam for 4 weeks. Oh, this one just won't print except for when it's in color. This one won't do this. But I have my like it's like a printer that not everybody uses. So I was like, this is my go-to printer. And then all the other printers fucked up and everybody started using my go-to printer. And like, now it's got problems. And it really pissed me off. Like, it's just like, yeah, but like there's so many times where like, I'm just trying to do shit for work. I'm just fucking print. Just fucking print. And it's like, I want to kick it. But it's like, I'm at work. I can't kick the thing at work because if I break it, then I could get fired. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Printer. It very well could have been a printer. It probably was a printer. It was.
Do you just hear the Office theme song in the background when you're raging on that thing?
No.
And just imagine beating the shit out of it?
No, I just see red. But then I also think, Alex, you like your job. Don't.
Understandable.
That's always been able to kind of reel me back. Hey, don't. Although
No.
I did, my computer was fucking up at work before, and I told our engineer or our IT guy at the time, I was like, I'm going to pour water on it if you don't fix it. Like I'm gonna just pour water on it. I'm just gonna pour water on it. It won't work, and then you'll have to fix it. So please. And he's like, all right, I'll fix it. Fixed it, and it was fine. Got a new
I
computer.
feel like you shouldn't have to threaten a machine for the guy to do his job, but okay.
No, it was just like a lot of the companies like, well, no, just keep fixing it until you can't fix it anymore. And I was like, and it's not fixable. It's going to do the same thing. This is like the 80th week in a row we've had the same problems. Regardless, though, it was probably against a printer or some sort of duplicating machine, a copy machine, something like that. I could 100% see that because Apple products are pretty awesome. They don't really fuck up a lot, you know. So like, I think an Apple product probably wouldn't be the one to do that.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go
Apple
printers.
usually it works.
I think Rage Against the Machine is raging against printers. Like, it's 2021. How have we not figured out how to like not have a printer that fucks up all the time? It seems like it's a fairly simple thing, you know? Like, who is shoving crumpled pieces of paper into the tray that's like, no, this won't clog it. And then it gets jammed and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it. Because there are people that'll just be like, I printed 48 pages of stuff. I just don't need to use this printer ever again. I'm like, what? Did you just never need that copy that you wanted? Like, what are you going to do? I always need the papers. Like, I still have to go to some other printer. And it's just, yeah, it is infuriating. I have raged against machines before. I definitely think it's a copier or a printer. So yes, Skylar, that is what they were raging against.
Definitely.
Josh Tree Caudle says, corn maze. Redundant?
And delicious.
Yeah, it's definitely redundant though.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. If you're in a corn maze, you actually have to bring a packet of all the spices and some mustard in a squirt bottle. So as you go through the maze, you can already just make the street corn right there. You just spray it all over everything. But yes, it is redundant.
Corn mazes are redundant.
What's that called? What's the name of that? The street corn that's got all the spices and mayo and shit on it?
They just
Street
call
corn?
it elote.
Elote. That's
It is
it.
elote, yeah.
You know, I've never had it and I want it so bad.
Which I believe means the lote.
Jesus Christ.
Loosely translates.
Actually, it would be the ote, not the lote. There's only one L.
The lote.
Boom.
I know these things. Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead says, why aren't copycats and CAT scans the same thing? You would think a CAT scan is literally, they're just making a copy of like your body. A copycat is somebody that does the exact same thing you do, or that somebody does. A copycat should be a CAT scan.
No, because a scan, you're not duplicating. A copy is a duplicate. A scan, they're not duplicating it. They're just literally.
A scan is 100% duplicating something.
Okay, then
you're duplicating whatever you're scanning.
But that's you're not digitally duplicating it. Why then could I go into a CAT scan and when I come out, there's not two of me? That would be. If it was the same thing as a copycat.
There's an image of you on the screen. So like a scan.
Yeah, but the screen isn't real.
But if I was scanning something, then it would pop up on my computer and I would be able to see whatever document it was I just scanned.
Yeah, but if you copy it, then you can physically hold the copy in your hands. You have the copy. It is a
if you printed a CAT scan, you would physically have a copy of you.
Yeah, but you're printing a scan. The scan itself is just digital.
Robert, what do you think on this?
I'm with Pat on this one.
Well, fine. I disagree on this one. Fuck
I may not win many mock drafts, but I win a lot of answers questions.
All right, our next one is from Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter. She says, are ancient Greek sculptures victims of Medusa?
Ooh.
Now, Medusa did have the power to look anybody in the eye and turn them into stone. She also had snake hair. I would say yeah, man. Like, was Medusa Greek?
Some. But here's the thing.
At least half.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say some because some of them might not be victims. Maybe some of them just had a Medusa kink and were like, stone me.
And I think there was like a group of doubters too, because like no, the anti-Medusas was what they were called back then. They were like, no, I can look her in the eye and won't turn into stone. And then they turned into stone.
Yeah, there's people like me that were like, Bro, I could totally take Medusa.
Dude, I could look her right in the eye and I'd be fine.
and you're-
then like,
and you were
fuck
like, no, you
Pat
can't.
turned into a statue, man. That's gone.
It's just, I mean, there's always gonna be dumb people that. But here's the thing. Actually, I wouldn't be one of them because it'd be the people that are like, dude, I could climb that mountain, and you're like, nah, dude, you're gonna die. He's like, no, watch me do it. That's the kind of person that would be killed by Medusa. I'd be the guy that's still inside my fucking house, just chilling. Like, fuck that, dude. You have any idea how far I have to walk to get to Medusa? Ain't doing it. Not about that life. Team couch.
Yeah, I definitely think that. I think some of them for sure were victims of Medusa for sure. Most at least, or they were just doubters that didn't believe in it. But that's technically still a victim. So yes. Our next question, final question of this week from Brett Brandon at Price of a ZJ on Twitter. He says, do chicks with fake butts still have feeling in their butt, or are they dead ass?
I mean, it depends on how good the surgeon was. If he was a good surgeon, yeah, the fake part of the ass isn't going to have feeling. The rest will. If a shit surgeon that, you know, singed all the nerve endings or whatever the fuck they do, then they dead ass.
They dead ass. I don't know, man. Isn't it like they take fat out of one part of your body and they put it in your ass? Like,
I mean,
I feel fat, right?
I think they also do silicone, like boob implants, but just butt implants.
But you can feel your boobs if they're silicone, right?
You don't feel the silicone though, but you still feel around it. That's what I'm saying. If the surgeon did a shit job and just killed all feeling to the area, like I've heard, like some chicks like lose sensitivity in their nipples after getting a boob job. I don't know if that was a fuck up or if that's just kind of something that happens.
I think because the kids are biting on the nips, so they just
no, they still feel that shit. They don't lose that sensitivity. Their nipples just hurt all the time.
Excuse me for telling you how mothers live.
Who's the only one here with boobs?
I have a mom.
I have boobs. And sometimes if I wear a less than soft shirt, my nipples get sensitive.
Since you've been on keto, bro.
Don't make me pull this titty out. Look at that.
I don't know. Whoa. We don't want to get flagged for nudity.
I didn't even take my shirt out.
We don't know. Not yet. Not yet.
It's white, but it ain't see-through. I haven't poured water on myself.
Not yet. I feel like they gotta be dead ass, right?
Oh, they dead ass.
They dead ass.
If I sit on a wooden bench for too long, I get dead ass.
Yeah. When I'm taking a shit, looking at memes, you got dead ass.
I get dead in my legs from leaning on them.
I guess it's more dead legs.
Yeah, that's the worst. You gotta sit there and just like pound your heel against the fucking ground, trying to
get
feeling back.
Oh no! It happened again.
I've actually found that if you just stand on one leg when you stand up for a minute and just kind of shake it out, the feeling comes back to your leg a lot quicker.
So that Taylor Swift always says, "Shake it out."
Yeah. But you gotta do it.
Shake it off. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure your poop is done, because if you stand up and start shaking a leg on one leg, another turn
shake
fall
a little
out.
poop out. Yeah, you never know.
You might shake some poop out.
Great advice. And on that note, I think we should wrap up this week's podcast.
Sounds good.
I thought we all learned a lot. Let's try and make some not so open concept bouncy houses. They are the way. Just when you're in a predicament, look at the bouncy houses and just know that that's gonna solve your problems. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. At Pass the Grade Pod on Twitter, Instagram, Pass the Grade Podcast on Facebook. Go give us a follow. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at Not Pat D, and Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Robert, tell us all about your podcast. Where can we find it? Where can we listen to it? When are there new episodes?
It's called A Recent Study Suggest, and it's out every Monday. And you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at A Recent Study Pod. Basically,
nice.
We look at like all the new studies that come out every single week, every single day. Like apparently mosquitoes don't like Skrillex, things like that.
I could have told you that.
Damn, did I just become a Skrillex fan then?
Maybe.
Shit.
Maybe. But yeah, a solid podcast, part of the Past Great Podcast Network. Check it out for sure. We also got a couple other ones like the Weekly D podcast, the Time Machine with Andrew Green, Disappointed but Not Surprised, and Claret and Big Blue podcast. Give all those a follow on social media and follow Past Great Podcast Network on Twitter as well at PTGP. And we'll give you guys, if you follow that, they'll retweet all of the stuff from all of the people on the Past Great Podcast Network. Thank you guys for tuning in. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever else you're listening to us. Share us with a friend. Darling like a Marlin shirts, guys. PastGravyMerch.com. If you get one, hit us up with your order thing. You can cross out your order number, but we'll give you guys a retweet, shout you out on next week's pod. I love you guys. Southern Star Brewing Company. Head there this weekend, May 1st. Hold On Hollywood is headlining everything. I'll be hosting the event, and it'll be a lot of fun for everybody. Pat is going to try and make it up there, I think. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. Southern Star Brewing Company, 2525 North Fraser Street in Conroe. Their Mandalorian beer release this weekend, 2 weeks ahead or 3 weeks ahead of the Pass the Gravy, Darling Like a Marlin Blackberry Sour release. But I'll see you guys at Southern Star this weekend. Have a great rest of your week. And until we talk to you guys next week, Pass the Gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
In life, we hide the pieces of ourselves we don't want the world to see. We lock them away. We tell them no. We banish them. But here, we don't. Welcome to